one of two veterans on that Chicago back end. The other five guys, relatively inexperienced. Grizzlick holds on to it. A centering pass redirected on net. A tough save made by Skinner as point, which includes 6 games. Lead pass up the left-hand side. Vlasic, and now a shot off the rush. Nazar, and a good save made by Stuart Skinner.
Nazar's been terrific for the Hawks this year. This is a no-looker. He tries to test Stuart Skinner early on, then it's just puck recovery. It's a second chance. He kind of shovels through.
Where they've struggled on the road. As a result, the overall record 5-4-3. Here's Draisaitl, a backhander denied off a setup from Podkolzin.
So to allow Spencer Knight to see that puck, here's the quick passing around, aggressive forecheck, turns the puck over. Roslovic.
Everyone, Burakovsky to the point. Rinzel, Nazar a shot, and did that catch crossbar?
It did.
And ricocheted into 9 minutes to play on Hockey Night in Canada. Missing by an eyelash.
We make Scherzer that's the case and have a look.
The Warrior God. Oh, breaking loose. Podkolzin. He's in. Denied by Knight. Now Podkolzin has drawn a penalty, and here we go.
Podkolzin to keep his feet moving here. This little carom off the wall by Bouchard. Little touch pass into his.
Not only the first career penalty shot for Podkolzin, Louis, but this is only the second. He's had a shootout attempt. He goes in and pushes one wide. Able to bury against Spencer Knight.
He rings the bar here.
Did he get the outside of the goalpost?
Goes for the deke. Little fake, opens up, comes to the forehand and tries to elevate and rings it off the bar. So he had some.
Back home from Bouchard. Rink wide on to Trent Frederick. Cut inside, quick drive. Knight wasn't sure, but he's got it.
Right through to him. Good job here to drive it down the wall by Frederick. And as he comes to the middle, he takes 2 Hawks with him. And the puck just goes right through. And Savoy with his speed gets there and does the right thing. He lets.
Big hit on Slaggert by Lazar, who's got him stapled. Phil worked it free. Howard's open, shoots right off the mask of Spencer Knight. Walks the line. McDavid dishes, one-timer, Draisaitl off a Knight, off the side of the net. Nugent Hopkins, Draisaitl near the horn, scores!
We're going to take a look at it here. 8-7-6, you watch it. Oh, just as it expired, it looks like. Pretty quick review.
Yeah, this won't count.
After video review, it was determined that time expired before the puck crossed line. We have no goal.
I mean, right.
Chicago has killed 13 of the last 14. Jeff Blashill was telling us this morning his club takes way too many penalties, but at least they're killing. Here's Nugent Hopkins off a collision, sets up Draisaitl, one-timer, score. And Edmonton takes a 1-0 lead. Leon Draisaitl rips home his ninth.
Back to get this one into the zone. Little drop pass to Draisaitl. He gives it back to McDavid. He just bulldozes right into Nazar, gets the possession entry, drops it off before that collision. Pay the price to make the play into the zone. The Hawks have been really good at protecting that line, but then it's Nugent Hopkins. Get your feet moving, take the ice that's given to you.
Savoy dishes, one-timer, Frederick, and a save. Spencer Knight, he's got it in his clutches.
Through to the middle. It was a clear chance happening. Here's the dogged work by this line to recover the puck once again.
Mangiapane, Nugent Hopkins, Wallman, and Nurse, the Oiler penalty killers, as Nazar breaks through. Burakovsky, sandwiched by Wallman, tossed around to Connor Bedard. Chicago's leading scorer coming in. 6 goals, 14 points. Snapped in front, score! And Chicago has tied the game as Bertuzzi won a battle with Wallman for the equalizer.
And that's a hard pass by Connor Bedard. I mean, he just looks up and buys some time as he stops on the half wall. Bertuzzi's always had a nose around the net, and he gets right in here. You're going to see a little shuffle here by Bedard, buys some time. Bertuzzi's already set up. And for him, he kind of comes in behind. You look at Wallman, he's in front of him, but that passing lane is open. It goes right off the stick. Literally ricochets off the skate, backhand into the net, 1-1 game.
And Bertuzzi do it. Rebound, Teravainen nearly let it escape the zone, held on, left John off. Centering pass blasted on net by Nazar, and another save by Skinner. Like Isaac Howard, boy, Nazar doesn't need much time to get a shot away.
Oh, and he likes to shoot it. Was their best player last year down the stretch for the Hawks. Why he signed the long extension that he did. And that contract's going to be a bargain in a few years.
McDavid had a steal there, just missed Howard. Now Chicago the other way, waiting and shooting. And a glove save made. Stuart Skinner on Connor Bedard. And Green, Rizek with a beautiful keep. Burakovsky, Grizzly. Rinzel shot kick save made. Stuart Skinner. That was ticking it for the far post. Frederick, Philp overran the play, and now on the counter, Burakovsky. Drop pass for Connor Bedard. Nurse had the stick on stick. Burakovsky tried to stuff it to the interior, then plowed his way back into Philp. Muscled him off the puck, shot Bedard, save, and a rebound available.
The great look as the puck went to the net and tried to drive it through once and twice, taken out.
McDavid and Bouchard rounding out the power play. It's Bouchard walking the line. Nugent-Hopkins to McDavid, charging toward the net, short side, a save made by Knight.
Drive to the net here out of the corner by McDavid. If they're going to stand in the middle of the ice and wait to defend passes, he just gets his...
Minute 10 on the power play. Here's McDavid in front. That was tipped high in the air. Bouchard peering inside. McDavid in front, tip cone. Jack Roslovic, 2-1 Edmonton.
Right out to McDavid, and then he drives down, finds the pass to Roslovic. Watch Bouchard here. Get your feet moving. Don't stand still. That gets everybody back to the middle. That opens up the lane for McDavid to drive down, and he makes a perfect pass back door. Jack Roslovic with his play gets himself some time on the number one.
Against Chicago. Levshunov under duress. Mangiapane rides him into the boards. Henry creates. Drive back behind. The Blue Jays have just won the World Series. Makes one move, dishes off, showing one-timer, but not pulling the trigger is Evan Bouchard, and it's a short-handed breakaway. Mikheyev in on Skinner. Denied! Stuart Skinner, a massive stop.
They had to elevate, try and match the speed, the pace, the skill that Utah was playing with, and they did. Wild game.
Levshunov down low, back behind. Kulak, a wraps situation against Green out in front. Save, rebound, score! Burakovsky perched in front, and Chicago has tied the game.
Similar to Bertuzzi on the power play, you're going to see him eventually work to the net. Green with some excellent work on this forecheck. He takes it loose, out to the slot for the one-timer. Levshunov is the one that shoots this puck. And then right there on the doorstep, inside positioning by Burakovsky. Left alone for that split second. That's all it takes.
Ullman up the gut, but Colson through a seam. Had it knocked away. Roslovic tries on a one-timer. And put Colson had it stopped by Spencer Knight, who then scoops up the ensuing puck thrown in front. Foligno against Nurse. Wrapped up Roslovic. Pass a little behind Draisaitl, but Roslovic jumps up on the play. Got around Rinzel to the net. And stopped by Spencer Knight. Ekholm waiting, dishing. McDavid
on the ice.
Absolutely. McDavid fell down to one knee, able to regain. He's got Draisaitl and Bouchard out with him. Draisaitl flashes around the Donato. One-timer Bouchard. Sprawling save, rebound, score. Bouchard stayed with it. And Edmonton wins it. 3-2 in overtime.
Capitalize on that sharp angle, but it's the change on the fly. The top guys get on the ice for Edmonton once again, and it's Draisaitl with the attack down low, and the beautiful backhand pass over to Bouchard. Terrific save by Spencer Knight on the first one on Bouchard, but he elevates the second one up over top for the game-winning goal. And the Oilers pull this one out 3-2 in overtime.
Fifth career overtime winner for Evan Bouchard. And
selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino.
If you ever find yourself needing collision repair, CarStar is here to help make accidents unhappen. Any make, any model. That said, there are some accidents CarStar can't make unhappen. such as accidentally waking a hibernating bear, accidentally biting into a raw habanero pepper, accidentally throwing a frisbee at a beehive. CarStar, Canada's trusted collision repair expert, is here to make car accidents unhappen. For a location near you, visit carstar.ca.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
And free from far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. And now performing the Star Spangled Banner, Pershard Owens.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets red-glare, the bombs bursting in and gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
This is Oil Country. Now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers
St. Louis,
Radio
the
Network.
Edmonton Oilers taking on the Blues. Good evening, Cam Moon, along with Bob Stauffer, Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, Jack Michaels, Aidan Gannon. We are the Oilers Radio Network, and we'll go to the starting lineup. And it's brought to you by Coventry Homes. Building a home or a championship team happens one shift, one brick at a time. Coventry Homes, never done building, proudly celebrating 50 years. For the Edmonton Oilers, it's Adam Henrique with Matt Savoy and Trent Frederick on defense. Brent Kulak and Ty Emberson. Calvin Pickard will start in goal. For the Blues, Dalibor Dvorsky in the middle with Dylan Holloway and Oscar Sundqvist up front on defense. Tyler Tucker and Matthew Kessel in goal. It's Jordan Bennington. The referees, Brandon Blandina and Frederick Lequier. It's Brandon Garlitz and Kyle Flemington. They're on the lines, and we are underway here in St. Louis. The Oilers and the Blues. It's dumped into St. Louis territory. In on the forecheck, it's Savoy along the left wing side. It goes to Frederick. Frederick to the left wing corner, comes loose to the blue line. Kulak towards the net. It goes right off the foot of Savoy, and the puck cleared to center ice. Kulak back into the Edmonton zone on the right wing for Ty Emberson. Now across to Brett Kulak. Has some room through center ice. Off the left wing boards and in puck. Golson will get to it towards the net. He put it off the outside of the goal. And Bennington will cover it up. Just 37 seconds gone here in a scoreless first period.
Trent Frederick getting the start in his hometown. Nice touch there.
Nice touch.
Yeah, you bet. Chris Knobloch. Trent, of course, played for Jim Montgomery in Boston. Had some success with them there. For an 18 and 17 goal season, signing the 8-year extension at $3.85 million. Hasn't really gotten on track. This is the Oilers' 14th game. They haven't had a fight this year.
The game's changed.
It's also teams maybe not wanting to ramp up the emotion with a team like Edmonton, who have got some skill and have got some competitiveness, specifically with McDavid and Draisaitl. Like, get those guys angry and they'll bring it.
Schenn was able to clear the zone. Ekholm at the Edmonton blue line on the left wing to Draisaitl. He's got points in 8 straight. Pass across. The one-timer and the save by Binnington on a hard shot by Podkolzin. And the puck comes out to center ice. Kyrou could not get by Ekholm.
I thought that play was offside on the zone entry, Cam.
Draisaitl will come up the right wing. Will dump the puck in. Binnington's got to play it. Helps it around the right wing boards for Kyrou. And Kyrou through the middle, just off the stick of Fowler on the left to Schenn. Top of the circle, a shot, and that goes off a stick wide of the Oiler net. The left wing Podkolzin is center to Draisaitl, will dump it in. Edmonton will make changes.
Oilers D was backing in there and gave St. Louis some time and space.
St. Albert's Colton Parayko with the puck up the left wing to center for Snuggerud. Stood up at the Edmonton blue line. Japani wanted to dig it out. Instead, Thomas back to Broberg. It misses him, and it goes all the way into the St. Louis end. On the right wing, Parayko. Right side to Thomas. He missed the last 4 games. Back in the lineup for St. Louis. And the puck brought in on the right wing. Snuggerud, right wing corner in front to Thomas. He'll try to wrap it around. Great save by Pickard. He got it with a right pad. As Thomas tried the wrap around, it looked like he had a chance. Snuggerud on the right wing corner.
You might need to look at that one, Cam.
It was close.
Yep.
Snuggerud on the right side to the left wing point. Broberg will drill his shot, and that one hit Nurse in front of the net. Thomas to the blue line, to Broberg, to Thomas left wing corner. Through the middle of the ice, broken up by Nugent Hopkins. On the right wing to Mangiapane. He'll get to center ice and softly dump it in.
Well, the good news is we're about 30 seconds in here. It never went in.
Yeah, they just showed the replay up top, and it did not go in. Bukestad, the former Oiler, off the right wing boards and into the Oiler zone with it. Emerson goes back there. Rims it. It won't get out. Tucker on the left wing point. Down low, but just off the stick of Matthew Joseph. Comes back to the left wing point where Tucker dumped it in behind the net. Past Joseph to the right side with Kessel. On the right side, about top of the circle in the Oiler end, is able to keep it in. Philp. On the right wing corner to Emberson. Will get it out through center. And just inside his own blue line is Kessel. Right wing to Toropchenko. The scoreless, we're here in the first. Just over 3 minutes gone in the opening period. The Oilers 2 games and 2 nights in the Central Division. Tonight, St. Louis. Tomorrow in Dallas. Howard cross-ice pass, and that's offside at the St. Louis blue line.
St. Louis had a good start here, Cam. They've had a couple looks, and that was a tremendous save. Let's give Calvin Pickard some credit. He got a part. David Tomashik and Troy Stetcher are the Oilers scratches tonight.
That was an athletic save by Pickard.
Alec Regula likely to get possibly in the lineup as early as tomorrow against Dallas. We'll have to wait and see. Second of a back-to-back.
On the right wing, Dvorsky through the middle of the ice to Fowler. Bounce it to the Edmonton blue line. Ekholm being pressured by Holloway. To Bouchard, up the right wing to center ice. Now to Adam Henry. Comes into the blue zone, down the right wing. He'll drive on net. Save by Binnington. And the rebound to the slot. And Holloway trying to clear it out. It won't get out. He's kept in by Bouchard.
Not quite sure what Trent Frederick is doing. He had a chance to deposit a rebound, got a stick left. He wasn't strong on the puck.
Out from behind the Edmonton net is Frederick through the middle of the ice. Center ice, he'll shoot it in. That hit Binnington in the chest pad, and it's kicked out to the neutral zone. And going back for it is Wallman. He'll go in behind the Edmonton goal. Just over 4 minutes gone here. Scoreless first. The Oilers take on the Blues. Wallman to Draisaitl. That goes offside at the Blues blue line.
Well, this line of Roslovic, but Colson and Draisaitl has been very good of late. But Colson plays the game the right way. Pucks go north-south. Takes it to the net, retrieves pucks, forces turnovers in the offensive zone. Play never dies with him. Pucks on a stick. He can keep it alive just through grunt work ethic.
Sheer will.
Yep.
Schenn will clear it. Across to Kyrou. He's on the right wing at the Edmonton blue line. He'll lift it in. It bounces on net. Pickard steered it to the corner. Kyrou recovers it. Gets it out front. And that shot, that was blocked. And it got caught up into the jersey of Nurse. So we got the whistle.
Well,
Suter let the shot go.
They're forcing plays right on the Oilers D. And Edmonton's turned a couple pucks over here. We've talked about it for the last couple of years. The way I would forecheck Edmonton's defense. Yes, they got D that can make the play, but they don't like getting their backs turned under duress. No defense, dude.
No. Face off to the left of Pickard. 23 saves in a 4-3 overtime loss at Vancouver on October 26th. That was his last game. To the blue line, it goes to Parayko. Fired in cross corner. Thomas to the point for Broberg. Shoots it in behind the Edmonton net. It goes to the left wing towards the goal. A shot by Snuggerud misses. And Broberg will keep it in left wing point. Then behind the net for Buchnevich. Right side, Snuggerud. Bad angle shot. Misses. And it will come out to center ice. Parayko inside his blue line. Through the middle to Snuggerud. First round pick of the Blues in 22. Little button hook across to Thomas. In front of the net. The save by Pickard with the right pad. That was redirected by Buchnevich. And the puck on the right wing. Roslovic will get it out. The center ice is Draisaitl. Comes into the St. Louis zone. Off the left wing boards to Podkolzin. Inboards to Ekholm. Sweeps it around to the right wing point for Bouchard. To the right wing corner for Podkolzin. Now to Bouchard on the blue line in the middle. Left side, Ekholm fakes his shot behind the net to McDavid. His pass picked off by Thomas. And he'll get it out for St. Louis.
Two chances to put pucks to the net and Oilers pass off. Low percentage pass from David back behind the net.
Drilled into the St. Louis zone by Ekholm. Mangiapane off the right wing boards to the middle, but Falk there for St. Louis through the middle of the ice. And now on the left, the pass to Bjugstad. That goes offside at the Edmonton blue line as we've played 5 minutes, 53 seconds of a scoreless first period. Calvin Pickard's had to make a couple of good saves.
And Binnington's made a good one off of Henrique.
Yeah, Henrique drove to the net. Face-off outside the Edmonton blue line. Connor McDavid, 1,099 career points, takes the draw. Ekholm to Bouchard. Right wing to Mangiapane, just into the blue zone, to the middle to Nugent Hopkins. Forced to the right by Parayko, to the right wing point for Bouchard. To the right wing corner, McDavid to Nugent Hopkins, a shot. That was blocked in front of the net. It's loose in the slot and kicked over to the left wing. And Joseph will get it high in the air and out for St. Louis. Pass through the middle, misses everybody, goes right to Binnington. Get it across on the left for Broberg. Skate through center into the Oiler end. Shoot it towards the net. Blockered away by Pickard. Emerson on the right wing off of Lazar. Up the right side, Philp got it out. Philp at center on the left for Kulak. He'll dump it in. Binnington quickly out of his net. Likes to play it. And it's cleared out and up the right side to Kyrou. Into the Oilers zone, goes across the slot. Little move down the left wing, into the left wing corner. To the point, kept in by Tucker. Get it around on the right wing, goes to the right wing corner. Shan along the boards for St. Louis, up to the top of the circle. With Philp on him. Now to Suter, works to the middle. Left side to Tucker, in front of the net, off the stick of Pickard. Because Kulak was in behind the goal.
He went the wrong way at the puck. Poor communication there.
It does come free, and Philp can skate away. Scoreless here in the first. Philp to center, off the boards and in. 7:20 gone here in the opening period. Kessel in behind the St. Louis net. He waits. Trent Frederick just beyond the Blues crease. Kessel waits. A bank pass to center. Goes right to the Edmonton blue line. Wallman to Frederick. In over the line to Nurse. Down the left wing. In front of the goal. That's off a stick. Never gets to the net, and it's cleared. And Dvorsky on the left wing got it out. Wallman inside his own end for the Oilers. Long saucer pass goes past Savoy. That's icing against Edmonton. 7:56 gone here in a scoreless first period. Blues have lost 7 straight coming into this.
Well, they're not a bad face-off team. This is something we're going to have to keep an eye on. D-zone draw here for Henrique, Edmonton's best man.
And Henrique wins it. Nurse up the left wing to Frederick. Frederick will skate to center. To the middle to Henrique. Into the St. Louis zone on the left side. Rims on the right. It goes to the right wing point. Emberson to Frederick. Got by him. Now to Henrique on the left wing to Frederick. Frederick to the left wing point for Kulak. He'll wait. He tried to shoot it. That's blocked. And up at the line, Suter got it out. The neutral zone. Henrique to Kulak. Kulak at his own blue line. For Roslovic, cross for Emberson. He's got nowhere to go with it. Thomas right in front of him. The puck to the middle. Puck goes in left wing to Roslovic. Cross-ice pass, hits a stick, goes to the right corner in the St. Louis end. Along the right wing corner boards. Draisaitl out to Roslovic. His shot just misses. In from the left wing point is Kulak. He'll let it go. Hits a stick, goes to the right wing. Draisaitl up to the right wing point. He will keep it in on the right for Roslovic. Fanned on his pass. Parayko was able to break it up and get it out. Kulak inside his own blue line for the Oilers for Emberson on the right wing. Wanted to get that to Draisaitl. He was tied up. The puck goes to the St. Louis blue line and through the middle to the right to Parayko. He'll clear. Back home to Bouchard. Bouchard had the game winner, that overtime winner against Chicago on Saturday night at Rogers Place. At center ice, Ekholm. He'll drift the puck in that rides off the glass, hit one of the stanchions. And the puck sent to the top of the circle. Parayko can't get it out. Got Nugent Hopkins on him. Up to the line. Porchenko can't clear. Mangiapane to Nugent Hopkins. And into the left corner goes Mangiapane. Will go up against those left corner boards. Parayko will pin him. Nugent Hopkins got it free to the right wing. Into the right point is Bouchard. Now to the point. McDavid to Ekholm. A shot off the stick of Porchenko. It goes wide. And Joseph will get it out. To Bukestad, that's knocked off his stick and into the bench. We will get a whistle. We got 9:54 to go here. Scoreless first period. The Oilers taking on the Blues from the Enterprise Center in St. Louis. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Heard of Uline? You know, the have-it-all in-stock, ready-to-deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses. With customer service reps on the line to get you what you need, when you need it, 24/7, 365, every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. Big skies, rugged landscapes. Now that's Alberta in a nutshell. And if you're looking for an SUV that can keep up with this place, check out the Ford Bronco. Built for those who crave adventure, with serious off-road capability and style to spare. Whether you're hitting the mountain trails or exploring the back roads, it's the perfect ride for those who want to experience everything this province has to offer. The Ford Bronco. Adventure awaits at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PB sent you.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50/50, presented by Rogers, is back and better than ever. With more early bird prizes, bonus raffles, and million-dollar jackpots, the largest 50/50 in professional sports can change your life forever. And every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. Get your 50/50 tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place. Who knows? You could be Alberta's next millionaire.
AGLC license number 744517.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Enterprise Center in St. Louis, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Oilers and Blues scoreless with 9:54 to go in the first period. And the Oilers Heroes of OilCountry 50/50 presented by Rogers. It's now live and play now for a chance to win more than 100 prizes, including signed merchandise, 100,000 Aeroplan points, and $10,000 cash. Get your tickets at EdmontonOilers.com/50/50 for more chances to win. The puck goes into the Oilers zone off the center ice face-off, and Jake Wallman's in behind the Edmonton net. Skating through his Draisaitl, he picks up the puck, has to give it back to Wallman. He's got room through the middle, to center ice to Roslovic. Flip the puck in, it hits the end boards. Binnington jams it to the right side. Roslovic to the point to Wallman, a shot, and that's tipped and goes out of play after that hit Shen in the skate, and it went over the glass.
Well, Jake Wallman starting his NHL career here in St. Louis, and I don't know if there were a lot of people that thought he'd end up being a player getting a 7-year extension at $7 million. Not that said, and he has been far from perfect since his return coming off. There were some conditioning concerns there given it the length of time he was out for. Well, at the end of the day, he's got 7 points in 7 games, and he's +4. And he doesn't play on PP1. So he's made a difference for Edmonton. Offense has gone up since he's returned. It's, it'll get better, too, when Zach Hyman comes back in the lineup.
Nugent Hopkins wins the draw. Bouchard on the right wing to McDavid. Goes into the corner in the St. Louis zone. Up against the board. Squeezes that thing loose to Mangiapane. Now to Nugent Hopkins to Bouchard. Into the corner to McDavid. Steps out of the corner. Is passed to the middle. Wanted to get it to Nugent Hopkins. It's broken up. But Thomas will get it out. Right wing for Parayko. And he'll shoot it into the Edmonton zone. Along the boards. Going in behind the net. Buchnevich. And cycles the puck to Thomas to the right wing point. Parayko shot steered aside by Pickard. Lots of traffic in front of the Edmonton net. And Mangiapane will get it out through the middle. Finds Nugent Hopkins on the right now to Mangiapane. Into the St. Louis end. Turns back towards the left wing boards. In behind the net to Nugent Hopkins. We're scoreless here in the first. 8:40 to go in the opening period. Now to Kulak on the left wing point. He'll take a snapshot. And that one blocked. It hit Parayko.
Boy, not getting any pucks through from the point, are they?
Toropchenko is able to just shoot it in. No, there's
Kulak's had 3 shot attempts that have not gotten through in this period. Look out.
Up the right wing to Emberson, and Sundqvist separated him from the puck.
Yeah.
That could have been worse.
Yes.
Kessel on the right to Toropchenko. Cross ice to Bukestad. He'll come in. He'll shoot it. Save made by Pickard. The puck goes to the right wing. Isaac Howard up the right wing boards to Lazar, and he'll steer it out. Toropchenko in his own end across to Kessel. Up the right wing to center ice for Sundqvist. Sundqvist will dump it in. Pickard to Kulak. He's in behind the Edmonton goal. Kulak on the left wing to Nurse. Up to center, off of Howard. Into the St. Louis end. Binnington. Little backhand on the right to Kessel. Now up the right wing for Dylan Holloway. And the former Oiler will shoot the puck around on the left. Give it to Joseph. Now to Holloway. Holloway out to Joseph. A shot saved by Pickard. I don't know how he saw it, as Dvorsky was right in front of him, and the puck cleared out to the neutral zone. Falk at his own line. Into the middle to Fowler. Now to Joseph. And the Blues offside. With 7:18 to go here in a scoreless first. It's the Oilers taking on St. Louis. From the Enterprise Center in St. Louis, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they are the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
It's game on at City Ford. With an all-star lineup of 2025 Ford favorites. Save up to $5,000 on Escapes. Up to $6,000 on Bronco Sports. And up to $16,000 on F-150s. Plus, find 0% financing options available on all 3 vehicles. Score an all-star deal today. And spin and win an iPad, Oilers merch, Costco card, even a trip to Vegas. Visit City Ford on the St. Albert Trail.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Enterprise Center in St. Louis, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer, Oilers and Blues, scoreless, 7:18 to go here in the first period. The broadcast is brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford.
And the Oilers lucky they're not down in this game. St. Louis had a couple bang-bang chances in tight. Pickard's had a good start through the first 12 minutes of this game. Blues have been sharp. And we've been told this. We've been told St. Louis hasn't been playing poorly. They're just not winning games.
Yeah, a lot of the players today after the morning skate saying that there's been some unfortunate luck on their end because they've played well the last couple. Kyrou gets to center, into the Oiler end on the left wing. Towards the net, his shot goes off the arm of Pickard. Puck on the end boards. Ekholm boots it over to Bouchard. He'll come up the right wing. Long pass that hits a stick and launches into the crowd.
Well,
everybody looks okay.
Only Bouchard would try a diagonal 120-foot pass, and it would have gone right on the tape.
That was long-distance sauce. Face-off will be right at center. McDavid, Nugent-Hopkins, and Mangiapane out there with Wallman and Nurse. Against Thomas, Buchnevich, Snuggerud with Parayko and Broberg. Broberg with a puck at the St. Louis line. Left wing to Snuggerud. Off the boards and in. Nurse wraps it up the left wing. Nugent-Hopkins off the left wing boards. Cross-ice pass. Gets to Wallman. Wallman off the right wing to Nugent-Hopkins. That should be offside. Nugent-Hopkins made a move right at the line. Mangiapane went in early.
This line has played together a lot. They haven't had a lot of juice going 5-on-5. And you do have a guy coming back here, Zach Hyman. We think a week from today when Columbus is in Edmonton.
All of OilCountry would love to see Zach Hyman back in the lineup. There's the puck at center ice. Mangiapane off the left wing boards. Goes around on the glass into the corner. Broberg, the left wing to Buchnevich to the line and just out. At center ice, Wallman to Nugent-Hopkins. Comes into the St. Louis zone. Dump it softly to the inboards. It goes to Nurse. He'll shoot it towards the net. Goes off of Parayko. It's in the slot. And Thomas up the left wing to Buchnevich. He'll get it out of the zone. Turned up quickly by Nurse to McDavid. In over the Blues line. Up near the point. Puts it across the line. It does come out. Oilers will have to clear the zone as Emberson shoots it back in. 5:48 going to scoreless first period. Kessel gives it away. Down the left wing is Phil. To the left wing corner. Centering pass off the stick of Binnington. It goes over to the right wing. Philp along the boards to the right wing point to Emberson. Right side to Philp. Shot towards the net. Partially blocked. Tucker. Left wing to Dvorsky to the blue line. It doesn't get out. Howard trying to dig it free. It's in the skates of Tucker. Dvorsky to the middle and out to center ice is Joseph. Now on the left wing to Holloway. Tried to shoot it. It gets blocked. Comes in front of the net. Holloway can't get it back to the line. Tucker to Kessel. A shot. And he whistled it just wide of the Edmonton net. Dvorsky on the left side to Holloway. Missed him with it. Holloway will chase after it on the right. And he got there first. To the line and between the Blues defenseman. Goes all the way down the ice. Falk with it in his own end. Falk will take it in behind his net. Set up back there. As Falk waits. Roslovic comes in behind the net. Falk off the right wing boards and out. It hits Sundqvist. So Bouchard can go cross ice to Draisaitl. Now to Ekholm. Into the blue zone to Podkolzin. Left wing point. Swings it around to the right. Draisaitl gets it out. The shot and the save made by Binnington off of Roslovic. Roslovic with a quick shot off the right side. Binnington holds on. We'll take a break. 4:19 to go here in a scoreless first period. The Oilers taking on the Blues. From St. Louis, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network. So you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Unbelievable! Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stu steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
Absolute final deadline in Stollery Children's Hospital Foundation Mighty Millions Lottery is midnight Friday. Win the $2.5 million grand prize. A luxury show home built by New Ground Development. Plus $100,000 cash. 5,800 square feet of luxury living, fully furnished and landscaped. Add on to win even more with the massive 50-50 jackpot and cash calendar with 31 days of huge cash giveaways. Absolute final deadline is midnight Friday. MightyMillionsLottery.com.
Drivers seeking power, performance, and unbeatable value don't need to look any further than Freedom Ford. From the legendary F-150 to the rugged Bronco, the versatile Bronco Sport, and full lineup of SUVs built for every adventure, there's a perfect ride for every driver and every lifestyle. With financing rates starting at just 0%, hitting the road has never been easier or more affordable. Visit Freedom Ford on 75th Street in Edmonton and experience the thrill of driving your dream vehicle today.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Enterprise Center in St. Louis, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 4:19 to go in a scoreless first period. Face off in the St. Louis zone to the left of Jordan Binnington. Binnington's last game was on Thursday, 4-3 shootout loss versus Vancouver. He made 15 saves. Right wing, Kyrou to the blue line, kept in by Ekholm. It's on net. Binnington smacks it over to the right side. Roslovic to the left wing corner to Podkolzin to the left wing point for Ekholm. Puck along the boards. Oilers can't get control. Fowler will get it out. Skip it down wide of the Edmonton net, and it's icing against the Blues. Shots are 9-6 in favor of St. Louis.
First time all game, McDavid and Draisaitl come out. With Roslovic, who I think is winning some people over in OilCountry.
You just see him getting better and better all the time.
He's got skill. He's fast.
Goes to the middle off the draw. Shen up to the line and just out. Wallman to McDavid. Left side to Roslovic into the St. Louis zone. To McDavid along the left wing boards. Pinned by Falk. Buchnevich is able to clear it.
Boy, they've done a good job already on McDavid in this game.
They haven't given him much room. Roslovic to Nurse at center ice. Over to Wallman on the right.
Like they are checking.
Right side to McDavid, in over the line. Roslovic. Roslovic goes to the right wing corner. He's checked out the play by Broberg. Now to Buchnevich. And he'll come out through the middle. Right wing to Snuggerud. He'll take a hit from Nurse. Dumped it in behind the Edmonton net. Thomas's pass to the blue line's picked off by McDavid. He'll get out through center. He's got Nurse with him. Now comes in on the left wing. Pass to the middle, broken up. Thomas going the other way. Thomas down the left side through the middle of the ice and gave it away to McDavid. Right wing to Draisaitl into the St. Louis zone. Cross to the left point. Kulak will walk in the shot and he blasts it wide. McDavid in the right wing corner. To Draisaitl off the right wing boards to the blue line. Emberson walks through the middle. Doesn't have a shooting lane. Out to the right corner. Broberg there for St. Louis. He'll get it out to Snuggerud. Snuggerud will dump it to the Edmonton blue line. 2.5 to go in a scoreless first. Oilers here in St. Louis. Emberson through the middle of the ice to Frederick. Directed it in. Binnington helping it around the right wing boards. Bukestad unable to get it out past Savoy, but then Savoy pushed out. Penalty coming up to St. Louis when they touch it. At his own blue line is Henrique. For Kulak, will take it in behind the net. Pickard's gone to the bench for the extra attacker. Delayed penalty coming to the Blues. Kulak on the right wing for Frederick. Frederick across to Ekholm. They're trying to get something started towards that St. Louis end. Hasn't been a lot of room, though. Savoy on the right wing. Center ice to Nugent-Hopkins. Through the middle to Savoy. Trying to go to the net. Forced to the left wing. His pass goes to Nugent-Hopkins in front of the net. Hit a skate. Goes to the right wing point. Ekholm has it there. Goes to the middle left wing to Savoy. A shot saved by Binnington. Now touched by the Blues with 1.5 to go here in a scoreless first. The Edmonton Oilers will get the first power play of the night.
Well, the Oilers number one in the NHL on the power play at 33.3%. So they've scored a third of the time when they've had the extra man. St. Louis's penalty killing is 27th in the league at 69.7.
Holding the call.
Matt Savoy was moving his feet. That's why he got the call.
Sundqvist goes to the box for the hold. The Oiler Power Play presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Face off to the right of Binnington. Draisaitl wins it. Bouchard, left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Into the corner to McDavid. In front of the net. Scores! Roslovic goes glove side on Binnington. And the Oilers have a 1-0 lead.
And that is point number
1,100 for Connor McDavid. That took all of 8 seconds into that power play.
Well, Roslovic gives him a very different look because he's got a lot of skill, and that's his third goal, second on the power play. And Stan Bowman told me, Bob, we just couldn't pass on him. Tried to get one of Mangiapane or Roslovic in free agency. Got Mangiapane done on a 2-year deal. Boom. Roslovic becomes available. He comes in, and right now he's looking like a fit. McDavid and RNH will draw the assists.
18:38, time of the goal. Roslovic gets his third of the season. He's got points in 3 straight games. And career point 1,100 for Connor McDavid. It's 1-0 for Edmonton, and they are 1-for-1 with a man advantage. And that power play continues to roll for the Oilers. Emberson on the right to Henrique, off his stick and out. Falk turns in front of his net, right wing to Joseph. Up the right wing boards, Dvorsky cross-ice pass. That goes off as Savoy. Last minute here in the first, 1-0 Edmonton leads. Fowler through the middle, off of Joseph, goes deep into the Edmonton zone, rimmed by Kulak. On the left wing to Frederick, who'll get it out down the left side to Savoy. Henrique with him, gives it to Henrique, and he can't get a shot away. Holloway had him tied up.
That was a great play by Dylan.
Left wing point, Kulak will drill his shot, and that one partially blocked, goes wide. Dvorsky can't get it out. Nugent Hopkins to the right wing corner, goes off the stick of Frederick. Up along the right wing, Falk through the middle to Dvorsky, got it out to center ice, stepping up, Mangiapane into the St. Louis end, goes to the left wing corner, 20 seconds to go here in the first, 1-0 Oilers lead. Nugent Hopkins to Ekholm, to Bouchard, on the right wing to McDavid, stops up, cross ice, Bouchard, a shot, and that launches off the stick of Joseph, goes into the right wing corner. Falk along the boards, to the line, Bouchard keeps it in, to the left wing corner. Mangiapane tied up, and the first period will end. And the Oilers with a power play goal by Jack Roslovic. Now up by a score of 1-0 on the Blues. And then after that power play,
great
a lot
shift.
Of momentum.
Great shift.
And the Oilers with a lot of pressure after they had that power play marker. So bit of a slow start for the Oilers in that game, but a good finish. And have a 1-0 lead here after 20 minutes. As they get one at 18:38 of this first period. And we got Andrew Mangiapane downstairs, Cam Moon, Bob Stauffer upstairs. Andrew, your thoughts on that first period? How'd you see it?
Yeah, I thought we were good. We were playing fast, being connected, and it's a big power play goal there at the end of the period.
Yeah, different dimension, obviously. Roslovic coming in, and it's interesting how it worked out, Andrew, because Stan Bowman admitted he was looking at one of you and Jack, and he ended up getting both of you guys, and you're both getting opportunities to play with some pretty good centers, aren't you?
Yeah, I think that's probably their biggest pitch for both Rosie and I. Was you're going to be playing with a good team, good players. So both of us obviously wanted to come here, and yeah, it's been great.
Blues were doing a good job early, Andrew, getting in the way of shooting lanes. How do you create openings to get shots to the net?
Yeah, I think getting pucks off quicker, but I think we still got to keep that shooting mentality, get more pucks and bodies and traffic to the net. And, I'm sure plays will open up after that, but I think maybe getting it on and off our sticks quicker and being a little bit more predictable will help us.
Thanks for doing this.
Thanks, Andrew.
Yeah, thank you.
There you go. Andrew Mangiapane. After one, Oilers up by a score of 1-0 on the St. Louis Blues. And they had to lean on their netminder in the early part of that period. Calvin Pickard was sharp, and then the Oilers get a power play, and that power play, you think about it over the last...
It's going.
It's just been unbelievable. Just continues to roll. Number 1 in the NHL coming into this game, and it is currently 1-for-1. So, yes, Oilers with the lead through 20. Brendan Escott, Rob Brown. They're standing by. They got the intermission for you when we come back. Oilers up 1-0 after 20 minutes. From the Enterprise Center in St. Louis, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
As the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers, MIC ensures precision in every shot. And if you need medical imaging attention, you can count on MIC to get you back in the game. Whether it's a classic wrist shot, that is, X-ray, soft tissue scan, or advanced imaging, MIC provides timely and expert diagnosis. So go where the pros go and book an appointment at any of their 15 convenient Edmonton and area locations. Learn more at mic.ca.
Stay connected with your community and enjoy the latest updates and exclusive access to concerts and events by becoming an 880 Ched Insider. Don't miss out on a single moment. Sign up now at 880ched.com and click on Ched Insider Newsletter to become a vital part of Edmonton's premier news and talk community. 880 Ched, Edmonton's news, today's talk, where Edmonton stays informed and entertained today and every day. This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Bouchard, left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Into the corner to McDavid. In front of the net. Scores! Roslovic goes glove side on Binnington. And the Oilers have a 1-0 lead.
And that is point number
1100 for Connor McDavid. That took all of 8 seconds into that power.
4th fastest player in NHL history to reach 1,100 points. He's up there with Gretzky, Mario, Mike Bossy. He usually is when it comes to these records that he's been achieving. Connor McDavid picking up an assist. Jack Roslovic picking up his second goal. That's our Highlight Zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos, 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winner's Zone. That is actually Roslovic's 3rd goal, not his 2nd goal. He's been great in this newfound spot. Rob Brown on the power play. They've been finding him. He's been finding himself in the right spot, and when he's there, he doesn't miss.
Which is what was happening earlier in the season. Tomashik was the first guy that got an opportunity when without Hyman in the lineup, and he had those grade A scoring chances and had a number of them, and through bad puck luck, through great saves, wasn't able to capitalize. And when you don't capitalize on an Oiler power play, when you're given the chance, they find someone different. And Roslovic, who obviously did not play much power play in Carolina, his stats show that he had no power play goals. He has an opportunity here, and what you see from him is hockey IQ. He stays in the same spot, stays right behind the right behind the defenseman Broberg, just stands there, and waits until McDavid gets a puck, a little push, puts himself into a quiet area, and not an easy shot. The puck has to come all the way across his body, and he one-times it that way. That is a tough shot, but he gets it up and over Binnington very quickly, and he is making a statement that the Oilers did very well in signing him for the remainder of the season.
Probably helped Zach Hyman feel like there's no need to rush back to, and I don't know that he would have regardless, but when you see the power play producing like it is, and you're getting production out of that spot on the power play where, I think Hyman saw a lot of success, but as you suggest, Rob, it doesn't need to be the catalyst of the unit. So you can be a unit that's more so surviving on McDavid, Draisaitl, and Bouchard, but when you've got that extra option here, maybe that's the reason why they are the best power play in the league so far this year.
Well, they're the best power play because they have the 2 best players, and they have one of the best offensive defensemen in the league. Nugent Hopkins fits in nicely. He's smart. He makes the right plays. and then the net front presence are going to get opportunities. Now, when you have a Hyman or now a Roslovic that's able to capitalize on those opportunities, that's just one more weapon that you have to worry about. Hyman will still try to hurry back, whether they are doing well in the power play or not, because you don't want to sit in the stands. I'm sure he's tired of watching hockey, wants to start playing hockey, but the Oilers power play, it is a weapon that they have used for a number of years, and right now the way that their 5-on-5 has not been near as productive as they expect. They have to find ways on the man advantage to score goals, and they have. It's been deadly, and what they're seeing from it too, Brendan, now is you're seeing a power play that has added new wrinkles. Last year they weren't the best in the entire league. Teams studied, okay, how do we slow them down? What can we do? Some team has a little bit of success, so the next team copies it. All right, so they're going to come with new wrinkles, and that was a new wrinkle. We didn't see a whole lot where Connor's passing from below the goal line on his normal side. So these are new wrinkles that just makes it so much harder for the opposition to guess or read what's coming next.
I'd wondered what it would look like with Paul McFarland's fingerprints on things. And, I think a lot of the wrinkles as well would be derived from the players themselves on that unit looking for something else, something new. It's not like it's foreign to them that the power play hasn't been as effective in the last couple of years as they'd like it to be.
Well, yeah, they would. This group expects to score every time they have a power play. And you'll look at the frustration as they leave. I can't believe we didn't score on the few times lately that they haven't scored a goal. You have to have talent to have success on your power play, but that talent also has to execute. And first of all, they always seem to win the face-off. So now you're starting in the offensive zone, and you got the killers chasing, and you have set plays. That was a set play. They knew exactly where everyone was supposed to be. If the defenseman backed off onto Roslovic, then the pass goes to Leon. If the defenseman goes there and the forward goes back to Roslovic, then you got Bouchard. So they've got all these plays off of one situation, but it comes down to execution. And that one, win the face-off, they made 3 perfect passes, and they put the puck in the back of the net. That is perfect execution.
A couple good saves by Pickard in the early portion of that period as well to keep it scoreless until that power play, obviously, and we sit 1-0 after 20 minutes of play. But liked what I saw early from Picks.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he has not had the start that he has wanted. And expects from himself. There weren't a whole lot of grade A looks for either team, 5-on-5, but the best one by far was off the stick of Robert Thomas, who got the puck in front of the net by himself and then took it around the back of the net, trying to get Pickard going from one side to the other. And Thomas got the puck exactly where he wanted it to go. He got his stick out far enough. He got the puck going towards the net. Calvin Pickard made a fantastic save, and that save allowed the Oilers not to have to chase a hockey game. They got the first goal in the hockey game because Calvin Pickard made a save on the best chance. That Thomas was a better chance than the one that Roslovic scored on. So the best chance went to St. Louis, but Calvin Pickard was up to the task.
He is the difference, and so too is Jack Roslovic's power play goal, coming with 1 minute and 22 seconds left in the frame. They needed just 8 seconds of power play time to cash in. And again, that's McDavid's 1100th career point. Unbelievable stuff. We are at the intermission. We've got your news next. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Every year, Janet hosts a dinner. Some of her friends have lost their partners. Some can't make the drive to see their families for the holidays. So they come to her. In 2021, Janet's home was one of many in Western BC that flooded. It looked like her dinner wasn't going to happen that year. Until the Canadian Red Cross helped get her back in her home in time to host. Help keep traditions like Janet's alive this holiday season. Donate at redcross.ca and have your donation triple matched.
It's time to sell, Oilers fans. Play Alberta's biggest offer ever is here. For a limited time only, new players can receive a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. Don't miss your shot, because there's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit playalberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. That's playalberta.ca. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so, because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates always. Gimmicks never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by EPCOR, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
With Global News, I'm Thomas Dias. Edmonton police say a 5-year-old boy is dead after being struck by a Jeep Cherokee. It took place around 10 o'clock this morning in the McConaughey neighborhood on the city's northeast side. Police say the boy had been running on a sidewalk when he fell and was then struck by the Jeep as it was coming out of the parking lot of a residential complex. The driver quickly called 911 with the boy eventually pronounced dead in hospital. Police say speed and alcohol do not appear to have been factors as the investigation continues. And police are investigating more suspicious infill fires in south central Edmonton after 2 more homes under construction went up in flames on Sunday. Early that morning, an infill in the Glenora area began to burn, with the flames jumping to neighboring homes as well. Then, late Sunday night, an infill went up in flames in nearby Belgravia, the 3rd infill in a week to burn in that neighborhood. Global News spoke with an infill developer who has hired security and also allowed police to set up cameras at his sites in addition to his own surveillance. News on demand at 880ched.com.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow, stuck on the side of the road, or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
ATCO Energy gives you real money off your bills, plus home service deals you won't find anywhere else. Get a $150 welcome bonus when you bundle electricity and natural gas. And with electricity at just 7.68 cents per kilowatt hour, ATCO Energy helps you save from day one. Switch today at atcoenergy.com. Conditions apply. Customers are free to purchase natural gas services or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822, toll free in Alberta.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow, stuck on the side of the road, or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Time now for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Rest of the NHL looks like this. The Penguins up 3-0 on the Maple Leafs, who are being outshot 25-8. It's the second intermission there in Toronto. I can't imagine the home crowd's very happy with that performance. 8 shots on goal through 40 minutes of play. The Canucks and Predators are tied at 1. Canucks out shooting them 12-4 in Nashville. Evander Kane with his first goal as a Canuck, first on the season. And the nightcap features the Seattle Kraken and the Chicago Blackhawks at 8 o'clock our time. The Oil Kings will be home to the Red Deer Rebels on Wednesday. That's a 7 o'clock puck drop at Rogers Place. And as for the Bakersfield Condors, you're looking at a pair of home games against the Henderson Silver Knights. Condors looking for a better start to the season. They've started a little bit middling. Dropped the last couple of games to Calgary last weekend, 4-3 and then 6-1. So looking for a better showing this weekend against the Silver Knights. That is the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. 1-0 the Oilers leading St. Louis after 20 minutes of play at Enterprise Center. Shots 9-8 for the home team. They've also got one more face-off win. It's 9 of 16 wins for the Blues. They have been out-hit by the Oilers 7-3. They've blocked some more shots, 8-4 the shots blocked, and they've given the puck away 7 times as well. So if they're going to do that, Edmonton had better take advantage over the final 40 minutes of play. That's where we're headed next. More live play-by-play action with Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer coming up. We are at the intermission, and this is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Steel Haas Triton, 2 legendary oilfield services brands, one powerful partnership. Rooted in innovation, reliability, and a steadfast commitment to excellence, Steel Haas is proudly 100% Canadian-owned and locally manufactured. With over 15 field service locations across the prairies and up to the Rockies, they deliver world-class energy solutions with unmatched responsiveness, helping their customers thrive in the most demanding environments. Steel Haas Triton, engineered for performance, built in Canada. Visit steelhaasinc.com for more information.
In OilCountry, winning on the ice goes hand-in-hand with winning off the ice. With the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50 presented by Rogers, winning can mean both a life changed and a life saved. Because every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. And with the largest jackpots in all of sports, you could become Alberta's next millionaire. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com, because when you play, all of OilCountry wins.
AGLC license number 744517.
Edmonton knows great teams. For over 60 years, Chemco has helped build Canadian industry and invest in communities nationwide. Employee-owned and operated, and with over 2,500 skilled tradespeople, Chemco delivers complete solutions as one partner with many strengths. From engineering to construction, commissioning to maintenance, safely and on schedule coast to coast. Chemco cares, and a commitment to quality, safety, and community drives lasting impact nationally and locally. Learn more at chemco.com. Chemco, building industry, building Canada.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Enterprise Center in St. Louis, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer, 1-0. Oilers lead the Blues. They're getting ready for the second period of play. And tonight's Oilers Heroes of OilCountry 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's in support of Homes for Heroes, supporting veterans facing homelessness by providing housing to aid their reintegration into civilian life. Support now by getting your tickets at EdmontonOilers.com/5050. Jack Roslovic, the goal scorer for the Oilers in the power play in the first period. Connor McDavid with .1100 of his NHL career. The puck dumped into the Edmonton zone. Kulak up the right wing for Frederick. Frederick to the middle to Kulak, and he'll skate over that center ice line. Lift the puck in. Gloved down by Tucker. Hits Frederick with it. Dvorsky can't get it out. Puck to the middle. Joseph got it to the center ice. Emberson on the right wing, up that right side to Frederick, directs it in. Binnington out of his net to Kessel, right corner through the middle to Dvorsky. Dvorsky across to Tucker. On the left side, rides it up on the glass, and it goes to the right wing corner. Holloway along the boards, pass to the middle. He just missed. Dvorsky would have a clean line to the Edmonton net. And Savoy to center ice. Checked by Dvorsky. Now the puck through the middle of the neutral zone and goes right to Matt Savoy. He'll dump it in, go off for a change. Fowler wheels in behind his net for the Blues. Up the left wing to Shen. At center, gains the center ice lines, able to shoot it in. Back home, left wing for Podkolzin. Has to deal with Suter on him. Puck gets to the middle of the ice. It'll go to the blue line. Fowler's going to keep it in for the Blues. To Shen, right corner, went off his stick. Kyrou, he'll center it to Suter. Save made by Pickard. Suter didn't get all of it, but Pickard kept it out, and the puck cleared.
Very lucky for Edmonton. Poor defensive puck maintenance in front of their, or behind their own goal, and Suter didn't finish it off. Edmonton was lucky that didn't end up in the net.
Roslovic will shoot it in. We're a minute 40 gone here in the second. 1-0 Oilers lead. Right wing to Kyrou. Over the Edmonton line to Suter. Pass across to Shen. Went off his stick. He had a wide open net. Draisaitl to Podkolzin. Through the neutral zone. In over the Blues line to Draisaitl. Cross ice. Pass broken up. Sent towards the goal by Nurse, but didn't get through. And Parayko on the right wing for Thomas. Thomas into the Oiler end. It comes in front. Buchnevich across to Broberg. And Pickard came across Massa got a piece of it. Philip Broberg with a glorious chance to get the Blues on the board. Thomas to the right wing point. Parayko rips a shot, and that one gets blocked. And Mangiapane will get it to center ice now to McDavid. Into the Blues zone. Left wing Nugent Hopkins to Mangiapane. Scores! Andrew Mangiapane makes it 2-0 Edmonton.
This one was close to offside. We'll have to wait to see. Blues are looking down on their bench. But I got to tell you, St. Louis with two absolutely glorious opportunities. And Mangiapane finishes off a four-way passing play. I don't see them looking down right now to evaluate.
What a pass by Nugent Hopkins.
Yeah, great look. And it's going to be 2-0 for the Oilers.
Mangiapane gets his fourth of the year. 2:27 time of the goal. And the Oilers up 2-0 on the Blues. Moments after, Blues had a great chance, and Philip Broberg was stopped by Calvin Pickard. Up to center ice, Sundqvist to Tucker. He'll come over the line. His shot, and he misses the net. It goes way up into the air and off the mesh, so we get a whistle.
Oilers have done a poor job on backside awareness here. They've had
Tyler Tucker jumped right in.
Like, I'm not quite sure what's happening on these, but it looks like the Oilers are overloading the one side, and the Blues have picked something up here off these rushes. Everton's got to do a better job in backside support. And usually that's a forward coming back to help out the D. They're sliding across.
Off the draw, puck lifted up and out of the Oilers zone. Kessel on the right wing, Sundqvist. Now to Toropchenko, comes into the Oilers zone to the right wing corner. Behind the net, forced over to the boards by Kulak. Up near the line, Lazar will get it out for Edmonton. 2-0 Oilers lead here in the second. Along that blue zone. I think Lazar got a high stick there.
He missed it.
Puck goes to the left wing, Phil to the blue line. The shot on goal from the point by Kulak, steered aside by Binnington. Toropchenko got hooked at center, and that will get called, and Edmonton is about to be shorthanded.
Howard reaches in. He gets some penalties. St. Louis gets their first chance on the power play in this game.
Edmonton's got a minor for hooking.
And they missed the high stick before that on Lazar. So, Edmonton's penalty killing. It's at 80.7%. That's 15th in the league. St. Louis's power play is pretty good. It's 11th in the league at 23.5.
Oiler penalty kill. It's brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Face off to the right of Calvin Pickard. 2-0 Edmonton leads here in the second. Off the draw, it goes to Bouchard, and he'll rip it all the way down the ice.
And Henrique wins a lot of draws for the Oilers, 61.5% this year.
Thomas out of his zone for the Blues to center ice. Now to Buchnevich on the right wing. Leave the puck to Snuggerud to the blue line to Falk. Over to Dvorsky on the left wing corner to Thomas to Dvorsky, left wing point. In the middle on the blue line, out of
Dvorsky can shoot the puck, just so you know.
Thomas, side of the goal. Snuggerud now to Thomas. Top of the circle in the left wing to Snuggerud in the corner. Snuggerud to Thomas. Thomas steps out a bit. He'll shoot it, and that's off the arm of Pickard. The puck goes to the board. Savoy gave it to Ekholm through the middle. Got it down the ice. So just over 4 minutes gone here in the second period. 2-0 Edmonton leads. Roslovic in the first. Mangiapane here in the second. Left wing to Holloway. He'll come into the Oilers zone. Off the corner boards. It rims to the right. Comes back to Holloway, though. Holloway in behind the net for Kyrou. Kyrou to Shen, left wing corner to the point for Suter. Left wing corner to Kyrou. Steps up, top of the circle to the blue line. Fowler now on the right to Holloway. Back to Fowler. On the left to Kyrou. To the middle, it comes back to Kyrou. Cross ice pass. Hit the stick of Nugent Hopkins. Holloway has it right wing to the blue line to Fowler. Fowler walks to the middle across to Holloway. Fake the one-timer now. His shot save made by Pickard. He covers it up. As Suter and Shen were looking for a loose puck, but Pickard able to hold on.
Oilers won 55% of the draws in this game. Pickard with a couple pretty good stops here. Part of the reason why Edmonton currently carries a 2-0 lead.
24 seconds left to go in the penalty to Howard.
They do put 2 defensemen on the ice here. Against McDavid and Draisaitl.
And the puck will go to McDavid. Kicks it up to his stick. Gets to center. Across to Draisaitl. Comes into the blue zone. Goes to the right corner with Broberg. His puck will go to Thomas. On the right wing to Buchnevich, back to Thomas at center. Cross to Parayko, brings it into the Oilers zone. His angle shot, rims it around the boards. Nobody on the left point for St. Louis, and it goes all the way down the ice. Broberg to Buchnevich on the right wing. Forced back by Howard, who's come back out. And St. Louis 0 for 1 on the power play. It's dumped into the Oilers zone. Nurse around the boards, but Snuggerud was there for St. Louis. Right wing side, Snuggerud top of the circle. Pushed off of it by McDavid. Draisaitl out through the middle of the ice to Nurse, now to McDavid. Pokes it in past Falk, and Falk will turn on it, go in behind the net, rim on the left to Fowler. In the middle for Falk. He went to dump it in. That goes over the end glass, and it's out of play. 6 minutes gone here in the second. 2-0 Edmonton leads. Connor McDavid and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins each with a couple of assists in this game. Face-off just outside the Edmonton blue line. Henrique, Savoy, Frederick on the ice with Bouchard and Ekholm. Bukestad taking the draw for the Blues. In theory, he's kicked out of the face-off circle. Oscar Sundqvist will take the draw. Oh, tough time getting that puck down. Okay. It's at center ice. Fowler back to his own line for the Blues. Cross on the right. Give it to Falk. He'll shoot it in. Puck limbs inside the Edmonton zone. Ekholm on the right wing. They got it tied up. Savoy's attempting to get this loose. Falk has it in his skates. Ekholm would poke the stick in there. Got it free. Bouchard on the right. Up the right wing boards. To the line and out. Fowler to Falk. And Falk will flip that in.
Savoy maybe needs to get off. It looks like he's got a bad wheel there.
Ekholm to Bouchard. Missed him with the pass. Blues will be able to bring it in. Bukestad left side to Holloway. Tried to toe drag it to the front, but Ekholm peeled it off his stick. Puck to the blue line. Broberg around to Joseph. Right wing corner. Joseph lost it to Ekholm. Ekholm on the left wing boards. Hits Savoy. Goes to the middle of the ice. Frederick on the right wing to Bouchard. He can shoot it in. Oilers make a change. And the puck in the right wing corner of the St. Louis zone. Broberg up to center ice off of Holloway. Goes right towards Pickard. Steers it aside to Kulak. Now to Emberson. 2-0 Edmonton here in the second. Up the right wing. Philp will get it out. We played 7.5 of this second period. The puck along the boards inside St. Louis territory. Philp right wing corner. His throwing pass to Podkolzin. Save made by Binnington. Now Philp with a shot. That got blocked. Podkolzin will let it go. Just missing on the stick side. And the puck to the left wing corner. Good flurry there for Edmonton. Emberson pinching in. Keeps it inside the St. Louis zone. Kessel in behind the net. Pinned by Lazar. Loose puck to Philp. Along the left wing boards now to Podkolzin. Down to Philp. Left wing corner. Runs into Kessel. The puck comes to the blue line where Kulak will keep it in. Give it to Podkolzin on the right wing. Up the right wing boards. Cross ice pass. McDavid out front. The shot and a glove saved by Binnington. This time off of Mangiapane. And he's going to hold on. 8 minutes, 12 seconds gone here in the second. 2-0 Oilers lead the Blues. From the Enterprise Center in St. Louis, it's Fort Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
Looking for the ultimate dinner and show experience? Look no further than Edmonton's famous Mayfield Dinner Theater, where you'll enjoy world-class productions and delectable dining in a new renovated theater. Whether it's date night, a work party, a celebration, or a spontaneous night out with friends, your experience at the Mayfield Dinner Theater is sure to be a memorable one. The 2025-2026 season is on sale now, so check out the exciting lineup of shows and get your tickets today at mayfieldtheater.ca.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know, Alberta's a special place. From the Rockies to the Plains, it's a land of hard work and big dreams. If you're going to tackle it all, you need a truck that can keep up. That's why I can't say enough about my Ford F-150. It's more than a truck. It's a partner. Rugged toughness, serious capability, and smart features that make your life easier, like available Pro Power onboard. The Ford F-150. Get yours today at your Alberta Ford dealer, and tell them PB sent you.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Enterprise Center in St. Louis, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer, 2-0. Oilers lead the Blues. Andrew Mangiapane scoring here in the second. Jack Roslovic with a power play goal in the first period. Face off in the blue zone to the right of Jordan Binnington. It'll be Nugent Hopkins against Buchnevich in the face-off circle. Oilers 1 for 1 on the power play. St. Louis 0 for 1. Puck goes to the blue line. Wallman, left wing point to Nurse. Around the boards. Right wing corner, Mangiapane. And they get it out of the skates of Fowler to McDavid to the blue line to Wallman. Right wing to Connor McDavid. Towards the net. Broken up in the slot. And Thomas can get it out. And the puck in the neutral zone. Mangiapane goes in. That's offside. Oilers will have to tag up. As Fowler cross to his partner, Parayko, and the puck dumped into the Oilers zone. Nurse had to go by him on the right wing. Thomas to Buchnevich. Up to the top of the circle. Left wing corner for Thomas. Pushed off a bit by Wallman. Over to Nurse on the left, up the left wing for Nugent Hopkins. Give it to McDavid, comes over the Blues line, down that left side, his pass out to Nugent Hopkins, and couldn't get a shot through. Thomas was in the way. He will clear it out. That will have just enough to be icing against the Blues. 9:13 gone here in the second. Edmonton up 2-0.
I think Connor should have shot the puck there. Cam coming down the left side, he taking Falk wide. If he shoots that short side, the rebound gets kicked right back in front of the net. Mangiapane's driving the lane there.
Or just wire it 5-hole, as we've seen him do many times. Just avoiding the goaltender's stick. Just above it. Face off to the right of Binnington. Buchnevich on the left wing, off the boards and out. Ekholm, side his own line on the right for Evan Bouchard. To Matthias Ekholm, into the Blues end, down the left wing corner, centering pass, and Tucker was able to break it up. He won't get it out, though. Roslovic keeping it in. Todd Colson on the right wing boards. It went by, Draisaitl will stick, and it comes out.
That one will frustrate Leon. That's an unforced error there.
Kind of looked up in the air on that one, and it's shot down by Bouchard. It's icing against Edmonton.
Roslovic thinks he touched the puck. Shen took a bit of a run there at Bouchard, trying to get the Blues going here a bit.
Almost up to the halfway mark of the game. Oilers in Dallas tomorrow. At home Saturday against Colorado. Puck to the left wing point. Fowler to the slot area to Kyrou to Fowler. The shot saved by Pickard. The rebounder jamming away in the slot. Can't get one through. Kyrou, he'll shoot it. And that one hits Shen. Goes into the corner. Shen to the right wing point. Fowler got into the middle of the ice. Goes off of Kyrou. And Shen centering pass. Picked off by Roslovic. He'll come out for Edmonton. And just missed getting it to
Gotta make that play, though.
In the neutral zone as Jordan Kyrou comes in over the Edmonton line. Forced over to the left wing. Put it into the corner. There was Bouchard for Edmonton. Up in the air and out. It'll go up on end. It'll be icing against Edmonton with 9:34 to go in the second. Edmonton up 2-0.
Roslovic waited another second, then elevated the puck. McDavid or Draisaitl was off to the races.
Face-off to the right. Calvin Pickard. Dvorsky will take the draw against Adam Henrique. Dvorsky, first-round pick of the Blues in 23. Has it now on the left wing. Up to the top of the circle. In behind the net for Holloway. Holloway up the right wing to the blue line. Falk will shoot it high and wide of the Edmonton goal. Fowler from the left point will keep it in. Behind the net to Joseph. To the right wing point. Falk had to go off his stick and out. And he's going to chase after it. Savoy right on him. And he hacks that thing across. And Dvorsky spin to the middle. Cross to Falk. Now to Fowler to Holloway. Still in the neutral zone. Dylan Holloway checked at center ice by Adam Henrique. He can dump it into the Blues' end. Falk up the right wing boards for Joseph. Now to the middle to Fowler. Fowler will get it out to center. Dvorsky at the Edmonton blue line will dump it in. Kulak's got to go back for it. Smack it to the right side. Henrique off the left wing boards to the line, just out, and it's chopped into the Blues bench, and we get a whistle. With 8:33 to go here in the second, 2-0. Oilers lead the Blues. We'll be right back from the Enterprise Center in St. Louis. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and better than ever. With more early bird prizes, bonus raffles, and million-dollar jackpots, the largest 50-50 in professional sports can change your life forever. And every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. Get your 50-50 tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place. Who knows? You could be Alberta's next millionaire.
AGLC license number 744517.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. But they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown & Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oilers fans, James H. Brown & Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
Every year, Janet hosts a dinner. Some of her friends have lost their partners. Some can't make the drive to see their families for the holidays. So they come to her. In 2021, Janet's home was one of many in Western BC that flooded. It looked like her dinner wasn't going to happen that year. Until the Canadian Red Cross helped get her back in her home in time to host. Help keep traditions like Janet's alive this holiday season. Donate at redcross.ca and have your donation triple matched.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer, we're here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 2-0 Oilers lead. 8:33 to go in the second period as they are here in St. Louis tonight. Jack Roslovic in the first period, Andrew Mangiapane in the second. Connor McDavid now with 1,100 career points, but he's got 2 assists in this game, as does Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Face off in the Oilers zone. Wallman will get it high in the air, off of Savoy and out. Frederick at center will softly dump the puck in. Tucker goes in behind his net for the Blues and out the left side. Get it across to Kessel, shoot the puck in. Rims goes off the stick of Wallman in behind the Edmonton net. Korobchenko bumps into Nurse on the right wing. Bukestad chops it over to the left. Wallman will help it up the right wing for Savoy, and now to McDavid in over the line to Nurse. He'll come in. He'll shoot it. That's off the arm of Binnington. Nurse on the left wing point. In behind the net to McDavid. To the right side to Wallman. His shot, and that was blocked. Went off of Korobchenko, and it comes to the neutral zone. McDavid to Wallman, hit him in the skate. Korobchenko could come in. To the left wing corner. Runs into Nurse. Thomas floats it back to the right wing point. Parayko, right wing corner to Thomas, went off his stick. And Nurse to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Over to Wallman on the right wing. Off the boards, up in the air and out. Buchnevich gets the glove pass. We get the whistle. 7:21 to go in the second. 2-0 Edmonton leads. Edmonton Oil Kings at home on Wednesday. They host Red Deer, 7 o'clock at Rogers Place.
See, when I saw the Oilers schedule, I originally thought you and me were going to be able to go to that game.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well,
staying the extra day down in Dallas.
Kings coming off that 8-4 win over Swift Current on Sunday afternoon. Puck dumped down into the Oilers zone. Pickard to Kulak. He's in the corner now to Philp. Philp on the left wing got it out. Stick came up on Lazar again. At center ice, shot in by Tucker. Kulak into the corner, tied up. Philp to get the loose puck knocked off his stick. There's Snuggerud for the Blues, spinning around. Philp will take him to the boards. Buchnevich is able to get it free to Snuggerud. Fanned on his pass. Now behind the net to Thomas. We'll go to the top of the circle to the middle, and Lazar will bring it out for Edmonton. Middle for Philp. On the right to Lazar will shoot it in. Kessel waits in behind the Blues net. Steps out in front of it. Up the right wing. Cross to Tucker. Rim the puck into the Oilers zone. Ekholm behind his net to Bouchard on the right wing. To Podkolzin, taken to the boards by Shen.
What a great play.
Get it across to Ekholm. Now to Draisaitl. Into the Blues end, goes to the right wing corner. To the right wing point for Bouchard. Across the line. Ekholm on the left. And back to the point. Bouchard is shot. That one knocked away by Binnington. And on the right wing, it's brought in by Kyrou into the Oilers zone. His pass to the middle, broken up. Following it was Falk to the right wing corner. Give it to Suter. Then he lost it. Draisaitl will get it out for Bouchard at the Blues blue line for Podkolzin. A shot saved by Binnington. And the puck to the right wing side. And Shen's able to get it to the neutral zone. 5.5 to go in the second. 2-0 Edmonton leads. Bouchard on the right wing to Draisaitl. He'll direct it in. Fowler to Falk. Center now to Holloway. Comes into the Oilers zone on the left wing. Dylan Holloway cross-ice pass in front. Dvorsky fanned on it. It hits the glove of Holloway. Goes over to the left side. Holloway took a bit of a stick. Crowd reacts to that. Henrique to center. Into the blue zone for Frederick on the right wing. Now to Savoy to the net. A shot and a pad save made by Binnington. And up the right wing comes Holloway. He'll shoot it in. Joseph inside the Oilers zone. Got it to the right wing quarter, but there was Henrique for Edmonton. Now to Nurse. Nurse on the left wing. Dvorsky on him. Has to give it to his partner, Wallman, and he'll stop him behind the Oiler net. Wallman will wait there. Oilers will change the forwards.
Look at this 1-2-2 forecheck. This is stacked D here. They're just layering up McDavid, trying to take away his time and space.
Left wing to Nurse. He'll get over center and dump it in. Hits the end boards, goes in behind the net. Nugent Hopkins to it first, but his pass got picked off along the right side. It'll go to the line. Bouchard will keep it in. To Nugent Hopkins, his centering pass. That goes off of McDavid. And wide of the net, Parayko up the left wing, able to get it out. To Snuggerud, he'll shoot it in. Penalty coming
just
up.
Really soft.
And it's going against the Edmonton Oilers.
It's going against McDavid.
It'll be a tripping call to Connor McDavid. We're going to take a break. 4:06 to go in the second. 2-0 Oilers lead. They'll be shorthanded when we come back from the Enterprise Center in St. Louis. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Absolute final deadline in Stollery Children's Hospital Foundation Mighty Millions Lottery is midnight Friday. Win the $2.5 million grand prize. A luxury show home built by New Ground Development. Plus $100,000 cash. 5,800 square feet of luxury living, fully furnished and landscaped. Add on to win even more with a massive 50-50 jackpot and cash calendar with 31 days of huge cash giveaways. Absolute final deadline is midnight Friday. MightyMillionsLottery.com.
Don't look now, but I think we're being followed.
Oh, that's just my Fountain Tire sidecar.
Well, they're driving pretty close.
Because they're attached.
Save up to 15% on select tires until December 13th.
Cool.
Plus, get up to $125 off a set of 4 Goodyear tires.
Anything else?
Get $50 off $150 service when you buy those tires.
Well, that's handy.
Yep.
and weird.
Well, I love my Fountain Tire sidecar.
Book your appointment online today. Restrictions apply. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together, Canada.
You'll laugh, you'll cry, and you'll never look at your stuff quite the same way again. Citadel Theater invites you to unpack big stuff now till November 9th. Celebrated comedy duo Matt Baram and Naomi Snakus bring their distinct brand of improvisational storytelling to this funny and heartfelt memoir of grief and the sentimental power of objects. With quick wit and sharp chemistry, Naomi and Matt turn life's big questions into big laughs. Grab your tickets for big stuff at Citadel Box Office or CitadelTheater.com.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Connor McDavid to the penalty box. Blues go on the power play. The Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Well, unfortunately, Colt Braco was going nowhere on that play. McDavid had just a little bit of a stick going up the ice. Now an important kill. You're up 2-0 in the game.
Face off to the right, Calvin Pickard. Broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Henrique against Dvorsky. Dvorsky gets it to the blue line to Falk. He'll go to the middle of the ice. Left side to Thomas. He's top of the circle. Comes down into the corner. Stops there. Thomas looking in front of the net. To the line. Falk on the right side. The one-timer scores. Dvorsky from the right wing rips it in. And the Oiler lead is cut to 2-1.
We told you he could shoot the puck.
Well, he got all of that one. Dvorsky gets his first. This is just his third game of the season, fifth of his NHL career. But he gets his first.
Well, he won the draw to set it up. Falk and Thomas will draw the assist.
And they grab the puck for Dvorsky. First NHL goal, and it cuts the Edmonton lead to 2-1. And St. Louis now 1-for-2 on the power play. And the puck in the neutral zone. Roslovic for Edmonton. Over the St. Louis line to Draisaitl on the right. Cross ice pass to Ekholm. His shot, and that's a glove save made by Binnington. And he's going to hold onto it with 3:31 to go here in the second. Let's see what kind of life this gives the Blues. Falk and Thomas, the assists on the Dvorsky goal. Face off to the right of Binnington. Crowd making some noise here at the Enterprise Center, as you'd expect. Sundqvist up the right wing to the middle for Fowler. Fowler over the center ice line for Falk. He'll walk in. He made a move. The shot save made by Pickard, and he held on. Wow. Justin Falk made a heck of a move.
Yeah, partying of the Red Seas, and had some strong moments from the Draisaitl, Colson, Roslovic line, but they're having a bit of a tough night tonight. It's been the McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, and Mangiapane line that have been going, but unfortunately, Connor, he won't be happy with that penalty. And now an important sequence here.
Yes.
For Noel Philp needs to tap Braden Shen off the draw here. Oilers got to crash in and support him.
Blues with a little momentum after that goal. And Suter steals. The puck goes in behind the net, trying to shovel it in front of Kyrou. Couldn't get it through. Shen right side. He'll center that, and that goes off of Pickard. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Suter to the right wing corner for Shen. To the blue line. Kessel blasts it. Saved by Pickard. And the rebound just beyond Kyrou. And Suter on the right wing to Shen to the blue line for Kessel. Kessel off the right wing boards. Behind the net to Kyrou. He got tied up by Wallman. Oilers trying to get it out, but Shen runs right into Phil. It's Up against the left side, it's the Edmonton Oilers zone around the hash marks. Wallman to the line. Tucker keeping it in. Left wing to Kyrou. Wanted to get it in behind the net. Wallman broke it up, and on the backhand, he will get it out to Frederick down the right wing. Into the St. Louis zone. Stops up. His pass towards the net. Save made by Bennington on a redirection by Lazar. And it is covered up by Bennington. Oh, Lazar came so close for a little tip towards the net and almost got it by Bennington. 2:19 to go in the second. 2-1 Oilers lead. Face off to the left of Bennington. McDavid wins the draw. Nugent Hopkins to the right side, to the blue line for Emberson across the line. To Kulak to Emberson. A shot tipped wide of the Blues net. McDavid on the right wing. To the point to Emberson. Over to Kulak. Left wing hash marks to Nugent Hopkins. To Kulak. He's in the corner. We'll bring it up to the top of the circle. Kulak cross ice to Emberson. Sliding down the right wing in front of the net. That's off his stick. It's in the slot. Goes off of Binnington. And the puck cleared out to center by Thomas. In the neutral zone, Brent Kulak. Dump the puck in. Binnington stops it behind the net. For Parayko in the right wing corner. Up the boards to Thomas. Cross ice to Broberg into the Oiler end. Left wing, Snuggerud across to Broberg. And he shot wide. Rebound scores. Thomas from the left side. That hit Pickard and went in, and the game's tied at 2. Broberg missed on the one-time shot. It goes off the end boards right to Thomas. And as Pickard's trying to get back to the net and coming across, Thomas hit him with it.
Well, the Oilers got caught running around in their own zone.
And it's knotted up at 2.
Thomas has just killed the Oilers. That's 23 points now in 19 career games against Edmonton.
Thomas and Broberg and Snuggerud. And the puck at the Edmonton blue line. Ekholm behind the net. He's looking for Bouchard. That goes just beyond him. Right side. Draisaitl will get it out. Fowler at his own blue line for the Blues to Falk. Now up the right wing to Suter.
Now the Oilers got to get out of this period here.
On the right, we're into the last minute of the second. Tied at 2, Oilers and Blues. Podkolzin into St. Louis territory. Goes to the end boards. Now to Roslovic in front. Oh, somehow that stayed out. Draisaitl got that pass, and it hit the pad of Binnington, and the puck clear. I'm not entirely sure Binnington knew where the puck was, but it hit him. Wallman on the right wing to Roslovic. Over the Blues line. Comes off the right wing boards to Wallman. He'll blast his shot, and that one goes off of Joseph and out of play. With 22 seconds to go in the second period, and this game all even up. 18:38 was the time of that goal. Face off to the left of Binnington. Henrique wins a draw. Emerson's shot doesn't get through, but he has it on the right wing. Now to McDavid. Skates across the slot to Kulak. Shoots it off the end boards. Broberg for the Blues to Parayko. 7 seconds to go in the period. Henrique had to go off his stick. Holloway will get it out. And the second period ends, and a couple of late goals by the Blues has it all even up through 40 minutes. Mangiapane had put the Oilers up 2-0 in the second, but Dvorsky and Thomas scoring for the Blues to even it up. So now we're in a situation to win a period, win a game, but Blues with a little momentum.
A lot of momentum.
After the power play goal.
And the Oilers let them have the momentum.
So that's where we sit through 40.
Got some work to do here.
They do. They do. All right. Tied at 2 after 2. Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, they're standing by. They got the intermission for you when we come back from the Enterprise Center in St. Louis. It's Ford Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Unbelievable! Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stu steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
It's our YEG with 880 Chad.
Experience the magic of the holiday season with Charles Dickens' enduring classic, A Christmas Carol, November 22nd through December 24th at the Citadel Theater. Tickets on sale now. Then Irreverence hits the ice as stars from Shoresy battle Oilers alumni January 23rd for the Shoresy Classic. Lock it on 880 Ched or enter at 880ched.com for your chance to score tickets.
For details on these and more events, visit 880ched.com. This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
And Mangiapane will get it to center ice now to McDavid. Into the blue zone. Left wing Nugent Hopkins to Mangiapane. Scores! Andrew Mangiapane makes it 2-0 Edmonton.
That's our highlight zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the winner's zone. The Oilers opening the scoring in that second period with a 2-0 lead there thanks to Andrew Mangiapane, but it was the Blues responding with a pair of goals of their own. Dalibor Dvorsky, his first career National Hockey League goal, howitzer of a one-time shot courtesy of Justin Falk there. That was one to cut the lead in half, and then it was Robert Thomas banking it off the post, off of Pickard, and into the goal, and we're all knotted up at 2 after 2. Brendan Escott here, so too is Rob Brown. Overall assessment of the first 40 minutes of this one, Rob, what do you think?
I think both teams have had stretches where they were the better team. It's almost like you get a 5-minute segment where you're going to control play, and hopefully you capitalize on your 5 minutes, because once that 5 minutes is up, there's like a buzzer. The other team gets to control play for 5 minutes. The Oilers got a power play, took full advantage of it, and then they carried play for a while. And then, as we saw, McDavid takes a penalty in the neutral zone, and the St. Louis Blues get their power play goal on that shot we just heard about. And then they control play, and they get another one, too. So I think the 2-2 score is probably a pretty fair score after 40 minutes, because I don't think either team has been better. I think both teams have had some great chances. I think both teams have had goaltenders make big saves. And so far, we saw Ekholm save what looked like a sure goal. Broberg's save what looked like a sure goal. Yeah. So it's been a pretty even game, and has set us up for hopefully a pretty exciting third period.
Yeah, you've got to think so. And to me, you've got to think that St. Louis is 100% focused on discipline, staying out of the penalty box, keeping your feet moving so you're not gifting Edmonton anything, because this power play sitting at 1-for-1 again on the night still tops in the NHL. And as we saw, the wrinkles that they've added, they're making it difficult for other teams right now. So yeah, I would think discipline will be of utmost importance.
Well, discipline is always going to be a key when you play against the Oilers, and more so when you're not a good penalty killing team. And I think I saw the stats before the game. The Blues are around 70% on the kill. That's not good against anyone in the National Hockey League, and it ain't getting it done against the best power play in the National Hockey League. Yeah. So they've been disciplined. They took one silly penalty that really was so far away from their own net, and the Oilers made them pay very quickly. It's been a fairly well played game. I think it's been a well-refed game. I think both goaltenders have made big saves. Both teams' power plays have scored big goals. This is a typical, to me, Edmonton-St. Louis game. They're always close, always entertaining, and the Oilers usually find a way in the end to pull one out, and we're going to see as we move forward here if they're able to do that. But going into the intermission, I think the St. Louis Blues are feeling pretty good about themselves. 7 straight losses, down 2-0 in a hockey game, and actually we're treading water. And they find a way to get 2 goals and get back in this game.
Yeah, and I don't think you can underscore Robert Thomas's importance to this team enough, right? He comes back into the lineup. He's factored into a few of their opportunities, as you mentioned in the previous intermission, had the best opportunity perhaps of the game, didn't score on it. It was Pickard that came up large, but then a little later on, it was perhaps only a matter of time for Thomas, who does cash in on a heads-up play. He didn't have a lot of room to negotiate the side of the goal there, and he was able to get it home.
He was. Now, you need some breaks on a goal like that. Now, Thomas has been all around the net and has had some really good looks, and the Blues had some really good looks that didn't go in. That one, he has a wide open net. The puck bounces to him first of all. It's a shot from the Broberg, a one-timer, and bounces right to Thomas. He's got the wide open net, hard angle, puck spinning, off the post, off the pad, and in. Lucky, yes, but in the right spot, and sometimes you create puck luck by playing well. And Robert Thomas, through 40 minutes, has been excellent in this hockey game. He created that puck luck there and deserves something good to happen for him. Unfortunately for Calvin Pickard, he's just scrambling, trying to get back into his own net and inadvertently puts it in off his pad. But a highly entertaining game through 40 minutes, and I expect more of that here in the final 20.
We're trying to figure out whether or not we're down a TV time out there. It seemed like things have been flying so fast through this game, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, right? As long as the hockey's entertaining, which it definitely has been, as we sit tied at 2 after 40 minutes of play here on the Oilers radio network. Oilers power play at 100%, 1-for-1. St. Louis at 50% there. Edmonton with the advantage in the face-off dot, and they're out hitting them as well. St. Louis has blocked a few more shots, given the puck away a couple more times, but we learned in the last game, or perhaps the one before that the giveaway stat on NHL.com isn't always an accurate one necessarily. So there's that to consider. As far as what Edmonton needs to prioritize here in this third period, I obviously know they'd rather be playing out front with the leads, right? They had the leads, and as you say, this is a lot of the time where they play this team, they do come out with the leads in the end. But what's separating them from that right now?
Well, it'll be discipline. As we've seen, both teams have scored power play goals. There's only, I think, been 3 chances, and there's been 2 power play goals scored. So both teams want to stay out of the penalty box. The big mistake, there's been a couple grade A looks that have been off of bad mistakes by each team, and the goalies have bailed them out. How about we say this? The team that stays out of the box and the team that gets the bigger save this third period is probably going to find a way to win a hockey game. Look for Leon to make a difference in the third period. The Leon Draisaitl line, which has been the best for the last 4 or 5 games for the Oilers, quiet so far in this hockey game. So look for them to be much more effective here in the final 20 and be someone that when the game is on the line, I think Leon's the guy you want the puck on his stick.
That's our Rob Brown, our Inside the Game analyst. We will wrap things up with Rob after the game as well. If you've got a question, a comment, whatever, 780-451-8800 is the number to follow along. We'll get to those when we are done with tonight's broadcast. Right now, we're at the intermission. We're all knotted up at 2, and this is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Do your tires feel like hockey pucks on the road? Perhaps it's time for a new set of Atturo tires. No matter what you drive, Atturo has the right fit for you, including the all-new Trailblade HT and AZ810, premium all-weather tires for your pickup, car, SUV, or crossover. You can rest assured that Atturo tires will get you through all 4 seasons. Available at Action Car and Truck, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com.
Looking for top-notch dry cleaning? Holyrood Dry Cleaners in Edmonton has been family-owned for over 15 years. They're experts in tailoring, wedding gown cleaning, and leather and suede care. From coveralls to curtains to jeans and jerseys, they do it all. Enjoy the convenience of free pickup and delivery as well as corporate discounts. Trust Holyrood Dry Cleaners for quality service that's been a local favorite for decades. Let them show you the best in town. Visit them at 9024 75th Street. Holyrood Dry Cleaners, where experience meets exceptional care.
At Brandt, our job description is whatever you need to succeed. Expert support, parts when you need them, and financing that fits on the compact construction machines you want. Equipment, expertise, value, delivered right to your door. We do it right at your site. Call your Brandt dealer to book your demo today.
With Global News, I'm Thomas Dias. Andrew Knack's first motion as the city's new mayor was to have safe day spaces created for Edmonton's homeless community. Knack says while he was campaigning, he heard that was a big need.
Using $1 million from the Community Safety and Wellbeing Grant Funds and in partnership with local organizations, we will start the process of creating safe spaces for unhoused Edmontonians to gather during the day.
And job cuts are expected as the province has announced a streamlining of jobs for healthcare in Alberta.
A release from the province says key support functions will come together in a new organization called Health Shared Services to reduce duplication in areas including IT, finance, and human resources. HSS will not only cover the recently created health divisions under the old AHS, but will also coordinate cancer care, organ donation, Covenant Health, and Lamont Health, among other groups. The organization will deliver services starting December 1st and is expected to be fully operational by next April. Eileen Bell, Global News.
News on demand at 880ched.com.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so, because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates always. Gimmicks never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by Epcor, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Time now for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. We've got a wild one in Toronto that's unfolded in the last, it's a final now, as a matter of fact. So the Penguins had a 3-0 lead, and it was on a night where they had limited the Maple Leafs to 8 shots through 2 periods of play. The Maple Leafs storm back and win at 4-3 on 4 third-period goals. They take care of Tristan Jarry in that net, and William Nylander was the difference with a couple of goals. Austin Matthews with the game winner in that one. The Canucks are up 3-2 over the Nashville Predators in Nashville right now. That one's at the second intermission, and about halfway through the first period, the Kraken are home to the Blackhawks. That is scoreless right now. Looks like there's a delayed penalty in that game for what it's worth. We'll mention, too, that the Oil Kings are home to Red Deer Wednesday night this week. That's a 7 o'clock puck drop at Rogers Place between the Oil Kings and the Rebels. And Bakersfield playing a couple of games Friday and Saturday nights against the Henderson Silver Knights. That is your out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. This should be a good third period. We're all knotted up at 2 at Enterprise Center. Couple second period goals from St. Louis, one from Edmonton, Mangiapane, Dalibor Dvorsky's first in the NHL, and then Robert Thomas. That's your your second period's scoring summary as we look ahead to period number 3. Cam Moon, Bob Stauffer have the play-by-play action next. We are at the intermission, and this is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network. During every Oilers game day, the Canadian Brewhouse is your hockey headquarters. Cheer on the blue and orange, surrounded by fans as passionate as you are, while sipping $1 off tankards of Molson Canadian and Coors Light. And that's not all. Every game day, you can enter to win Oilers home game tickets. So grab your crew, grab a seat, and make the Canadian Brewhouse your go-to spot this hockey season. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Hey folks, Paul Brandt here. Around these parts, we work hard, play hard, and we demand the best. Sometimes you need a truck that's a cut above. The Ford Super Duty. Tough enough for any job with the style and luxury you deserve. It's as powerful as it is refined, with cutting-edge features that make every drive a pleasure. In short, this ain't your everyday pickup. The Ford Super Duty. Drive the finest truck Alberta has to offer today at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PV sent you.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Enterprise Center in St. Louis, Oilers and Blues getting ready for the third period of play. And I can tell you the Heroes of Hockey OilCountry 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's back with life-changing jackpots. Tonight's Oilers 50-50 jackpot, it's sitting at $593,000. That October bonus jackpot, $212K right now. Our next lucky winner could be you. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50. Roslovic and Mangiapane for Edmonton. Dvorsky and Thomas for the Blues. Oilers have only been tied after 40 once this year. They lost that game. Blues have been tied after 40 twice. They're 1-0-1. Shots are 19-18 for Edmonton. They like their rock music here. We got some Ozzy going. There was some Sabbath in the opening video, followed by Motley Crue. At the start of the second period, it was Metallica. They are hitting all the criteria here tonight musically.
If you're from the north side of Edmonton, like our play-by-play man Cam Moon,
yes,
this is right in your wheelhouse.
Right in my wheelhouse. Like they took my phone and just moved it a couple booths over. I appreciate they let that breathe a little, too. Okay, we dropped the puck. We're underway here in the third. Mangiapane at the Edmonton blue line. Through the neutral zone, but Broberg steps up, shoots it in. He got dumped to the ice. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Wallman off the glass, knocked down by Thomas, and it goes off of him. It comes out. McDavid through center. In over the Blues line. To Nugent-Hopkins. Tried to get the return pass. It hits a skate, goes into the corner, and Broberg there for the Blues. Left wing to Snuggerud, now to Thomas. Into the Oiler end. To Buchnevich on the left side. Put it around the boards. And slowing it up is Nurse. Comes out from behind the net. We're tied at 2. We're early in the third period. Nurse comes through center. Snaps it towards the net. Glove down by Binnington. On the right to Falk. We'll get it up the right wing boards. Hits a skate. Podkolzin keeps it in. Rims to the right, and Bouchard could not get there in time. He was coming off the bench on a shift. Shoots it in. Oilers are offside. They tag up. Fowler will get it out. Left wing for Shen. Comes into the Oilers zone towards the net. A centering pass that goes off Ekholm. Played on net, and a save made by Pickard. And Draisaitl up the left wing. A little toe drag. Hill almost got by Fowler. And Binnington can leave the puck to Fowler. Left wing corner to Falk. Back to Fowler. A minute 25 into the third. Tied at 2. The Oilers taking on the Blues. Tomorrow night, Oilers are in Dallas. Brought into the Edmonton zone by Dylan Holloway. Holloway off the left wing to the right wing point now to Kessel. Across. The shot by Tucker. Doesn't get it through. Lots of traffic. Emberson along the right side boards. As it comes free to Holloway. Gets pinned by Henrique. And Frederick will get it out. Left wing for Savoy. Dumps the puck in. Takes a hit from Kessel. It's deep in St. Louis territory. Kessel up the right wing to Holloway. Cross ice. It's in behind Dvorsky. Following up is Tucker. For Holloway. Goes off of him and into the Oilers zone. Puck up against the boards inside the Edmonton end to Kulak. Flip it out just through the skates of Parayko, and he's got to turn and go back for it.
Quick shift here. They're coming back to the McDavid line.
Left wing to Broberg. He'll shoot it in. Rims into the Oilers zone. Nurse got it across, coming back for it. Getting low with Mangiapane. Rims on the left. Gave it to Nurse. Cross ice to Mangiapane. Goes off his stick. He catches up to it just in over the Blues line. Dumps it into the corner. Broberg in behind the net. Trying to squeeze it past Nugent Hopkins. And it goes to the left wing point. Nurse across. The one-time shot just wide by Wallman. Sundqvist trying to get it out. He's got Mangiapane on him. It goes to the blue line. Nurse across to Wallman on the right. Goes to the right wing corner. Out to the slot to Nurse. A shot. Glove save made by Binnington. He holds on. 3 minutes, 4 seconds gone in the third. And this game's tied at 2. Oilers had a 2-0 lead at one point in the second. Blues getting a couple late in the second period. Later. Face-off will be to the right of Binnington. Draisaitl, Podkolzin, and Roslovic out there with Bouchard and Ekholm. Draisaitl wins the draw. Bouchard to Ekholm. His blast. That is blocked, and it goes to the left wing corner. Draisaitl around the boards to Ekholm on the right wing point. Got it to the end boards. Podkolzin to Roslovic to Draisaitl. Pass through the middle. Broken up by Falk. He'll get it out to center ice. Buchnevich through the middle and goes off of Ekholm before it could get to Robert Thomas.
Oilers were lucky. That would have been an odd man break. Caught up against again that pairing at times. Ekholm and Bouchard.
Shot into the Oiler end. Ekholm on the right wing to Roslovic. Out of Bouchard, cross ice for Vasily Podkolzin. To the middle of the ice for Ekholm at center. Across on the right to Draisaitl. Swings it around to the left wing boards. Along the boards, Podkolzin, but it came free to Buchnevich to go in behind his net. Up the right wing for Thomas. Thomas goes across, and it goes all the way over to the left. Buchnevich to Fowler. St. Louis will make changes. Fowler's right in front of his goal.
Man, has he ever resuscitated his career here in St. Louis?
Sure has. Pass for Kyrou misses. That's icing against the Blues.
I mean, he was basically given to a certain, unhappiness there for a while in Anaheim, who appeared to have turned things in the right direction, at least early in the year. And but Fowler's come here after 15 seasons of the Ducks, parlayed it into an extension, 3 years. Just over $6 million.
That doesn't kick in until next year.
Yep, look out.
Here comes Shen down the left wing into the Oiler end. Here's forces him to the boards. To Hugh Suter, wedged off of it by Nugent Hopkins. And on the left wing to McDavid at center ice. Cross ice to Nugent Hopkins. In over the Blues line. Right wing to Mangiapane. Turns to the right wing boards. To the blue line, Nurse. Left wing to McDavid. Didn't have a passing lane. Has to give the puck to Nurse. Across the one-timer by Wallman. Off the inboards. One-handed towards it. Hit by Nugent Hopkins. That almost snuck in. And it's cleared out by Shen. It'll be icing against the Blues. That shot by Wallman went off the end boards. Binnington wasn't back to the post. And the one-hander by Nugent-Hopkins was blocked by Parayko before it could get to the goal line. It was about to go in. Face off to the right of Jordan Binnington. We're tied at 2 here in the third. 4:53 gone. Suter against Draisaitl in the face-off circle. Puck goes to Kyrou, and he'll come down the right wing. Into the Oiler end, goes to the right wing corner. Over to the left to Buchnevich.
Referee picked off Darnell Nurse.
Buchnevich, a shot. Oh, that was blocked by Nurse. Buchnevich now to Thomas out of the left wing corner. Wanted to get to the middle. He does. Buchnevich won't be able to get a shot away. Nurse breaking it up. Left wing to Draisaitl, and he will get it out.
Oilers are just not sharp right now.
Ball into the Edmonton zone. Pushes the puck to the right corner, goes after it. It's mashed on the boards by Nurse. And behind the net, Kulak to Nurse. Off the left wing glass and out. Past Falk. Down into the St. Louis zone. Fowler reverses the puck to Falk. To skate in behind his goal. He'll stop back there. Savoy will wait for Edmonton. Falk. Up the left wing to Fowler. Out through the middle. Directed in by Joseph. Dvorsky on the end boards.
There. No, it's not an icing.
To the right wing point, it goes to Kessel. Tried to snap it towards the net. Off the skate of Emberson. Out from behind the goal. Frederick to Kulak to Emberson on the right, and he'll dump it in. Kessel in the right wing corner for St. Louis. Up the right wing boards and out. Tied at 2. 6.5 gone here in the third. To Tucker, he'll dump it in. Just out past Kessel. He's just inside his blue line for St. Louis. To Tucker, left wing corner, now out through the middle. Up to Kessel as he comes down the right wing. Softly dump the puck in. They will say that's icing. He wasn't quite to the center ice line. And a face-off coming back into the St. Louis zone. Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Face off to the right of Binnington. Draisaitl, puck holds in Roslovic out there with Ekholm and Bouchard. Bukestad taking the draw for the Blues. Gets into the corner, and it's Kessel. Up in the air and out. Just bites right at the Edmonton blue line. Bouchard trying to shake off Toropchenko. He does. And Bouchard through the middle of the ice. To Draisaitl. Snaps the puck in off the glass. Rims on the right. Roslovic off the right wing boards to the blue line. To Bouchard. A snapshot. Pinballs towards the net and kept out by Binnington. And on the right wing, Suter through the middle to Kyrou. Into the Oilers zone. Left wing to Shen towards the net. A shot off the outside of the goal. Shen recovers it left corner. He'll pass it out. The shot from the angle. Wide by Suter, and it goes out of play. Pickard wasn't back at that post yet, but Suter missed the net. We'll take a break. We're tied at 2. 7:33 gone here in the third. From the Enterprise Center in St. Louis, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Absolute final deadline in Stollery Children's Hospital Foundation Mighty Millions Lottery is midnight Friday. Win the $2.5 million grand prize. A luxury show home built by New Ground Development. Plus $100,000 cash. 5,800 square feet of luxury living, fully furnished and landscaped. Add on to win even more with the massive 50-50 jackpot and cash calendar with 31 days of huge cash giveaways. Absolute final deadline is midnight Friday. MightyMillionsLottery.com.
You'll laugh, you'll cry, and you'll never look at your stuff quite the same way again. Citadel Theater invites you to unpack big stuff now till November 9th. Celebrated comedy duo Matt Baram and Naomi Snakus bring their distinct brand of improvisational storytelling to this funny and heartfelt memoir of grief and the sentimental power of objects. With quick wit and sharp chemistry, Naomi and Matt turn life's big questions into big laughs. Grab your tickets for Big Stuff at Citadel Box Office or CitadelTheater.com.
It's a new era for Ford in Edmonton. Welcome to Big West Ford. Located westbound on Stony Plain Road, just east of the Henday. Big West Ford is Edmonton's newest and most exciting Ford dealership. Whether you're after the legendary F-150, the Powerhouse 350 Super Duty, or the adventurous Bronco, they've got you covered with exceptional selection and service right here in your city. Big West Ford, driven by you. Visit Big West Ford at 18208 Stony Plain Road or online at bigwestford.com.
All games, all season.
You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Enterprise Center, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Tied at 2, Oilers and the Blues. 7:33 gone here in the third period. Face off to the right of Calvin Pickard. McDavid taking the draw against Thomas. McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, and Mangiapane. With Nurse and Wallman. Puck along the boards, up to the line. Parayko had backed off, so it comes out. Parayko will retreat into his own end. And then up the left wing to Broberg. He'll shoot it in. Pickard to Wallman. Now on the right wing, Mangiapane to Wallman. Long pass to Nugent Hopkins into the blue zone. Couldn't get it past Thomas. It comes out. So Wallman taking it behind the Edmonton net. To McDavid as he gathers speed on the right. Gets away from Shen. Now into the blue zone on the right wing. Along the right wing boards to Nugent Hopkins. Over to the left. Nurse from the point. A shot. That's miss. That misses the net. Off the corner boards. Comes out to center ice. Mangiapane to Wallman. Left wing to Nurse. He'll direct it in. Edmonton will make a change. Broberg will set it up in behind the Blues goal. Left wing to Kessel. Kessel weaves through center, in over the line. Left side, Bukestad shot, and a save made by Pickard, held onto it. With 11:10 to go in the third, and the game tied at 2. It was Roslovic in the first, Mangiapane in the second. Oilers were up 2-0. Dvorsky, and then Dvorsky was on the power play. Thomas, even strength, that tied it up. Roslovic's goal was a power play goal. Face off to the right of Pickard. Philp, Henrique, and Frederick on the ice for the Oilers. With Emberson and Kulak, Dvorsky kicked out of the face-off circle. In comes Holloway. Puck to the left wing point.
Gotta win that draw there if you're Noah.
And up the left wing off of Henrique and out. It will be icing against Edmonton.
And they'll probably pick another left side draw. Philp the ready will take it because they're not going to want to go against Henrique.
All right. Oh, Philp against Dvorsky. Philp wins it. Right wing corner. Emberson couldn't get it out. Here's a shot and a glove save by Pickard off of Holloway.
Too many giveaways from the Oilers defense tonight.
Holloway absolutely wired that thing on goal. Top of the circle on the left. It was a good save. Suter into the face-off circle with Phil. To the right wing corner, Emberson off the glass. Up near the line, it comes out. Suter in his own blue line for St. Louis. Over to Kessel. Hessel into the middle of the ice for Tucker. Bank pass up to Suter. He'll shoot it in. Pickard can get that up on the glass. That goes past Kessel and out. Tucker missed Suter with it in the neutral zone. Henrique across to Ekholm. Up the left wing, directed in by Savoy. Kessel, right wing corner in his own end. Into the middle to Suter. Being pestered on the plate by Frederick. They dump the puck in. Bouchard on the right for Podkolzin. He'll cut to the middle as he gains center. Right wing to Draisaitl. His pass across the line. Didn't get a lot on it. And Kyrou can get to center and shoot it in.
Yeah, it's having a rough night.
Draisaitl on the right wing. Zone. Cross ice to Podkolzin. Comes down the left. Into the blue zone. Left wing. Shoots it around to the right wing corner. Falk on the end boards for Bukestad. Coming down from the blue line was Ekholm to keep it in for Edmonton. Draisaitl across the line. A one-time shot by Nurse. Goes off of Toropchenko and it comes out. Nurse just inside his blue line. On the right wing, off of McDavid and in. Binnington to the left wing to Toropchenko. Coming down with Nugent-Hopkins. Got it to McDavid. Pulls it off the right wing boards. Gets across to the left. A shot, and that was blocked. Goes to the right wing point. Wallman to the middle of the ice. His shot, and a blocker save made by Binnington. McDavid left wing. Cross ice to Nugent-Hopkins. Hit a few sticks, but now Nugent-Hopkins has it. Left wing to McDavid. Spins up top of the circle. Cross ice pass. It hits Sundqvist. It comes out. Oilers still with possession. McDavid had it poked off his stick. It's in front of the Edmonton bench, and Thomas will come in on the left wing. To the left wing corner. Behind the Oiler net. Over to the right. Tied at 2. 8:47 to go here in the third. McDavid breaks it up. Got it up to the line, and it doesn't get out. Buchnevich has it in the high slot. He'll take a shot, and that's wide of the Edmonton goal.
Where are you going?
Nugent-Hopkins behind the net to Wallman. Now on the right wing to Mangiapane. He'll give it to McDavid. At the center ice line. Just got it in past Broberg. Broberg chops it to the left side to Thomas. Now to center ice. Parayko, left wing. First Snuggerud. Snuggerud will play it off the end boards. It goes to the side of the goal, and there was Pickard to cover it up with 8:16 to go here in the third. The Oilers and the Blues are tied at 2. We'll be right back from the Enterprise Center here in St. Louis. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
From the first time on skates to wearing a special jersey passed down through generations, Sentinel Storage is here for you. Store your sports gear to create space for all life's adventures. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stu steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
40 years strong in Western Canada, Pizza 73 has been serving up the pizza you crave. From their famous pan pizzas and golden crispy wings to bold new creations like stuffed crust and the all-new volcano pizza. They keep bringing the flavor. Born in OilCountry, made in OilCountry. They're proud to be serving Edmonton since 1985. Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Order now at pizza73.com.
From the first time on skates to wearing a special jersey passed down through generations, Sentinel Storage is here for you. Store your sports gear to create space for all life's adventures. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Tied at 2 in the third period. The Oilers in the St. Louis Blues. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're here at the Enterprise Center in St. Louis. Face off in the Oilers zone to the left of Calvin Pickard. Henrique wins the draw. Kulak will get it high in the air. Goes in behind the St. Louis defense. They'll call that icing.
Wow. Surprised by that.
8:08 to go here in the third. Face off to the right of Pickard. Phil taking the draw against Dvorsky. Puck goes into the corner as Kulak battles in there with Joseph. In behind the Edmonton net. And Philp up the left wing to Henrique. Off the left wing boards and in. It's near the top of the circle. Dvorsky can come out. Dvorsky now on the right wing, brought in. The shot off the right side by Holloway, and he whistled it high and wide. Off the left wing, Joseph goes in behind the Oiler net. To the right wing boards, Holloway has to come down towards it. It's loose in behind the Edmonton goal, and it's Emberson, right wing corner, up in the air and out. Kessel with it inside his own blue line for St. Louis. Right wing to Thomas. Thomas off the right wing boards it in. Ekholm turns on it to Bouchard. Long pass to Roslovic. Skips off his stick. And puck in the neutral zone. Well, now to Falk. On the left to Fowler. Through the middle to Snuggerud. Into the Oiler end. To the right wing to Thomas. Out of the right wing corner. Pass to the middle. That hit a stick. Comes all the way up to the line and out. Fowler in the neutral zone. Off the right wing, that hit Roslovic. Draisaitl will bring it in. Into the Blues end at the left wing point. Off the boards, couldn't get it down low to Roslovic. And Thomas comes the other way to Snuggerud. A check by Draisaitl. He'll go cross ice for Podkolzin. In over the Blues line. Now to Bouchard, and shot save made by Binnington. Hit him in the left shoulder. And Thomas skates to center. Had it poked off his stick at the Edmonton blue line. Parayko follows it up to Thomas into the Oilers zone. To the right wing corner, and the whistle goes. No, that's because the mask was off of Binnington. He got drilled. 6:16 to go in the third. Tied it to the Oilers and the Blues.
Well, good chance for Bouchard on a slow develop. Edmonton doesn't look like they've had a lot of jump in this. I don't know if the ice is slow. I hate to use that as an excuse, but as this game has gone on, I think St. Louis has probably been the better team after the Oilers built up the 2-0 lead. Bouchard with a chance, and Binnington fought it off.
McDavid spins around at center ice off that draw. Left wing to Nugent Hopkins to McDavid. Left wing corner of the Blues zone to Nugent Hopkins. Over to the right, wanted to get it to Mangiapane, but Broberg there first. He will clear it. There's forced back by Kyrou. The Wallman goes in behind the Edmonton net, up the left wing.
That's a scoring chance that nearly got created. They got a call out. I mean, you're going to call the one 200 feet back behind the play.
McDavid winds it up from outside behind his net, comes through the middle, into the blue zone, to the right wing corner, runs into Broberg. Puck near the blue line where Kulak from the left point will keep it in. Nugent Hopkins, left wing corner behind the net to McDavid. David wanted to get a centering pass, blocked by Broberg. Puck on the right wing point. Emberson to McDavid, to Emberson on the blue line. To the left wing point, now to Nugent Hopkins. A shot, hit a stick, went wide. Emberson has it left corner. To the point to Kulak. Over to Emberson, a shot, that goes wide. To the right wing point, kept in by Kulak. Kulak over to Ty Emberson. Emberson to Kulak, a shot. And that sails wide on the short side. McDavid in behind the net to Mangiapane, to McDavid on the left. 4:49 to go in the third. Tied at 2. The Oilers and the Blues. Emberson, a shot, and it's blocked, and it comes out of the zone. Blues will make a change. Kulak waits in behind the Edmonton goal. Skating through.
We haven't seen Howard. He's not been on the ice for a while.
Not much. He's out there now. Puck dumped in. Howard goes flying after it. He'll get to it. Right wing corner. Pushes it across to Frederick. He tried to pass it. Fanned on the pass. And Snuggerud comes the other way for St. Louis. At center, he'll shoot it in. Bouchard to the right wing for Henrique. Off the boards and out. Fowler then gave it away. Frederick to Henrique to Frederick. One-time shot. That's saved by Bennington. Sliding across, and he holds on. We'll take a break with 4:06 to go in the third. Tied at 2. The Oilers and the Blues from the Enterprise Center in St. Louis. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Where holiday cheer meets great beer. This season, celebrate at the Canadian Brewhouse. From plated dinners and festive buffets to casual pub-style parties, we've got the perfect space for your crew. Book your holiday party today at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. Big skies, rugged landscapes. Now that's Alberta in a nutshell. And if you're looking for an SUV that can keep up with this place, check out the Ford Bronco. Built for those who crave adventure, with serious off-road capability and style to spare. Whether you're hitting the mountain trails or exploring the back roads, it's the perfect ride for those who want to experience everything this province has to offer. The Ford Bronco. Adventure awaits at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PB sent you.
Where holiday cheer meets great beer. This season, celebrate at the Canadian Brewhouse. From plated dinners and festive buffets to casual pub-style parties, we've got the perfect space for your crew. Book your holiday party today at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Enterprise Center in St. Louis, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Tied at 2, 4:06 to go in the third. Face off in the blue zone to the left of Bennington. Roslovic wins the draw. Draisaitl to the point to Bouchard. A shot steered aside by Bennington. Puck on the left wing, top of the circle, Podkolzin. To Draisaitl, now to the right wing point, Bouchard out to Podkolzin, directed it towards the net, and that hit a leg. And Falk on the right wing to Kyrou, into the Oiler end, through the middle to Suter, and could not get control. Draisaitl on the left wing will get it out. At his own blue line, Fowler for Kyrou, off the boards and in. Behind the net is Ekholm, around the left wing side and out. Falk with it inside his own end, and he'll skate in front of his net. He'll stop there, then hand it off to Colton Parayko, and Parayko through the middle. Directed in by Buchnevich. Puck in the right corner, Snuggerud in front of the net. Good job breaking that up by Wallman, and Nugent Hopkins to center. Push it into the left wing corner. He'll go after it with Parayko. They'll call that out.
Got to make the call earlier than that. There strikes.
3:03 to go in the third, tied at 2.
What are you doing? This should be at center ice. It's not going to be.
No. All right. Face off to the left of Calvin Pickard. McDavid taking the draw against Thomas. David wins it to himself, went to rim it. Snuggerud there, got dumped down by Nurse. Off the left wing boards and out to McDavid. Into the blue zone. Rims to the right. Mangiapane up against the board. Snuggerud trying to clear. It does come out to Thomas. Thomas to Snuggerud. Into the Oiler end on the left wing. Mangiapane takes him to the boards. Puck played in behind the Edmonton net. Nurse will wrap it on the left. Falk kept it in on the blue line. And McDavid able to get it out. Holloway to Falk.
Have not liked Edmonton's work back to the puck defensively from their forwards in this game. They've given St. Louis too much time and space out of goals.
Shot into the Oilers zone. Emberson to Kulak. Kulak gets tripped up. Puck along the left wing boards. Top of the circle in the Edmonton zone. Hacked in behind the net as Emberson will up the right wing, get it out to Frederick. And now through the middle of the ice, Savoy ran into Dvorsky. The puck comes free, and it's shot in by Henry. Binnington.
It's good with the puck, eh?
Very good. To Dvorsky, now up the left wing to Fowler. Into the Oilers zone. Puck gets to the middle, and Savoy got it to the line and out. As we're down to 1:40 to go here in the third. Tied at 2, the Oilers and the Blues. To the middle of the ice. Suter will bring it in. Tried to shoot it. That's blocked. It goes behind the net. And to the right wing. Off the right wing. Shen to the line. Parayko shot. Save. Rebound. Scores. Parayko drilled it on net. Suter was there for the rebound. And it's 3-2 for the Blues. Suter gets his 5th of the year. .1837 the time of that goal.
Just another really poor job defensively from the Edmonton Oilers. You know now they're going to be pulling Pickard.
They dropped the puck once, they're going to have to do it again. But now the Oilers down by 1, and that desperation level is going to go way up. Parayko and Shen with the assists. At 18:37. Parayko off the draw, shoots it into the Oiler end. Wallman around on the left to Draisaitl. Draisaitl cross ice pass that hit Buchnevich. And Wallman's got to go in behind the net, up the left wing. Pickard looking to the Oiler bench. He'll skate to the bench now as Draisaitl into the St. Louis zone. Left wing to Nugent Hopkins. In behind the goal to McDavid. We're into the last minute here in the third. Edmonton down by 1. McDavid in behind the net. A pass that goes off a skate. Sent to the line off of Wallman and out. Wallman loops in front of his net. 40 seconds left to McDavid. McDavid at the blue line, forced to dump it in. Falk will turn on it. Put it off the glass, past Wallman. That will get out. Bouchard's got to hurry. Got there before Shen. 24 seconds left as Evan Bouchard starts up. Now to McDavid. In over the Blues line. McDavid got checked on the play. It's backhanded out by Suter. It'll be icing. 11 seconds left to go here in the third. Edmonton down 3-2. Face-off will be to the right of Binnington. The St. Louis team that's lost 7 straight. Everybody standing here at the Enterprise Center. Puck on the blue line. A bouncing puck came out. 5 seconds left. Shen at center is shot, and that goes off of Wallman, and the 7-game losing streak is over for the St. Louis Blues. They come back from a 2-0 deficit to win this one 3-2 over the Oilers.
Deserved what they got tonight, in my opinion.
Yeah, St. Louis came on, pushed.
Yeah.
Had the better quality chances, I would say.
There's no question they did.
In the second half, for sure.
And the Oilers did not work officially back to the puck in this game. And it cost them 2 points. With 2 minutes left in the game, they needed to get it to overtime. They didn't. And they lost in regulation. This team's not playing with the requisite passion and commitment at this stage, and I get it. It's hard. You've gone a long run the last couple years. But what was troubling tonight was how many times they created chances off the rush and how many times the Oilers' defense is backing in. But why would their defense be backing in?
Well, yeah, you don't have that support.
They don't have the support from the forwards. Like, it was completely disjointed tonight, discombobulated, and they take the loss. So now they get a Dallas team. Now, we're not sure. Jake Ottinger's
his wife have a baby?
Wife had the baby, so there's a chance he doesn't play tomorrow. Thinking that it might be Casey DeSmith. The Oilers are going to need to have a heck of a lot better commitment in their game tomorrow. But this game was in Edmonton's hands. Connor McDavid took a penalty. Ways away from the play, and the Blues' ears perked up and ultimately found a way to win the game. And Robert Thomas comes back in the lineup, and he's one of those young guys that gets up to play the Oilers. And,
he always plays well against the Oilers.
And the Oilers are just scuffling right now. That's what they're doing. Not good enough.
No, one step forward, one step back.
No, it's not good enough.
No, it isn't. And
how many times is this year they've been up by multiple goals? Up 3-0 against Calgary, first game of the year, lose 4-3 in a shootout.
The Montreal game,
they're up 3-1. The Canadians go up in that game, 4-3, and then the Oilers ultimately end up winning 6-5 in a late goal from Colson. The Ranger game, right? They're up in that game by a couple goals. And I mean, they've got some guys that are doing nothing out in the ice right now. Like, we all like Trent Frederick, but at some point here, he's going to have to contribute a little bit offensively to help Edmonton's cause. But at the end of the day, and I'm going to tell you right now, I think Regula's coming in tomorrow no matter what for Emerson. Emerson was... They need another guy that can make some plays in the back end and get the puck up the ice to their forwards. But their forwards work back till the puck's got to improve as well. And so they got what they deserved. They didn't get a point. And you don't want to overreact, but we're now at the 14-15 game mark in the season, and this team isn't close to the level that they need to be on a shift-by-shift basis to have regular success in the league.
3-2 the final. Blues over the Oilers. Oilers had a 2-0 lead. Jack Roslovic had one in the first on the power play. Andrew Mangiapane in the second. Then Dalibor Dvorsky gets his first in the NHL to make on the power play, and that cuts the lead to 2-1. Robert Thomas ties it in the second. In the third at 18:37, Pius Suter, fifth of the year on a rebound. Parayko and Shen get the assists, and Edmonton loses this one 3-2. Connor McDavid had a couple of assists. He's over 1,100 points in his NHL career. A couple of assists for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins as well. But 3-2 the final. Edmonton drops to 6-5-3 on the season. The Blues end their 7-game losing streak. They're now 4-7-2. A Rogers post-game show is coming up next.
Exclusive live interviews, expert analysis, and game highlights. This is the Rogers post-game show. Once again, here's Bob Stauffer on the Oilers Radio Network.
And Mangiapane will get it to center ice now to McDavid. Into the blue zone. Left wing Nugent-Hopkins to Mangiapane. Scores! Andrew Mangiapane makes it 2-0 Edmonton.
Well, that's not annoying enough. The highlight zone for Century Casino, all in all games all season. Century Casino's three great locations: Edmonton, St. Albert, next to the Edmonton International Airport at Century Mile. Welcome to the winner's home. The Oilers built up a 2-0 lead on goals from Jack Roslovic and Andrew Mangiapane, and they squandered it quickly in the second period. 2 goals in a span of just over 2.5 minutes. Dvorsky's first career goal on a rip job. Thomas on a ricochet that he banked in on a Calvin Pickett that was sliding all over the net. And then Pius Suter in the final minute and a half of the game after Evan Bouchard a little bit lackadaisical with his own coverage in front of the net. But the Oilers way too disjointed in terms of the back pressure and support. And the St. Louis Blues come from 2-0 down. They beat Edmonton 3-2. From the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth, this is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular!
Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
Meet Joe. Joe knows that a happy partner equals a happy trip. Joe booked a room through Edmonton's besthotels.com and scored up to $225 in rewards. Hello date night, fancy dinner, the works. Joe is smart. Be like Joe. Visit edmontonsbesthotels.com to book your next stay in Edmonton.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
You're tuned in to the Rogers postgame show on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHED, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
All right, let's bring aboard our Inside the Game analyst, Rob Brown. Rob, I'm not sure Edmonton deserved to be up 2-0 in this game, but they were. They squandered it again. There were aspects of their game that were lacking. Their back pressure off of the St. Louis transition was horrendous at times tonight. St. Louis kept on finding the backside D that was activating. And then more problems for the pairing of Ekholm and Bouchard in the final minute of the game, minute and a half of the game. It just cannot happen. But a long-range shot from Parayko, and I get it, he can shoot the pill, Rob. But Evan backs out of the shot, gives up inside positioning for Suter, who's got a tap-in plus Calvin Pickard. Give me your assessment of what we saw tonight.
Well, I think Calvin Pickard got the raw deal tonight because he played well enough to give this team a win. The St. Louis Blues had too many grade A scoring chances. The coverage defensively not great. And
terrible.
And you made a good point when you said the number one pairing. You've got a tie game with a minute and a half to go, and your best pairing is on the ice. The play that happened should never happen. That game should be going into overtime at worst. At best, you give yourselves a chance to win. But on that play, there's two things. You either front the guy in front of the net, so Bouchard fronts Suter and blocks the puck, or he pushes Suter out of the way. Evan Bouchard just backed off and allowed Suter to stand there by himself, so there's no pressure on him to move. And then when Pickard makes the save, there's no one to clear it out. So that's all on Bouchard. You just can't make that play with a minute and a half to go in the hockey game. There's got to be a higher level of desperation by the Oilers. You knew that St. Louis, when they were in this game, that the third period was going to be strong for them. They're going to push. They haven't won in, quite a while. And they were much more desperate. The Oilers, so far this year, we've seen desperation from the Oilers maybe in a total of 6 periods, 7 periods. It just hasn't been there. Now, again, there's a lot of probably reasons why. But now, the first 5 games, 7 games, 9 games, but now you're at 13, 14 games. And the desperation still isn't there. And right now, the Oilers are relying solely on a power play in these hockey games to allow them to win. And teams playing against them are just... They're not taking penalties. Now, could there have been a couple tonight? Sure. But you can't keep relying on the power play is the only way for you to score goals, because you're not going to win a lot of nights that way. So the Oilers are playing well enough to be in games, but this is nowhere near where the Oilers are capable of playing, because we know what their bar is, because we've seen these players play. And there's a lot of players that have underachieved thus far this year, and that's why they are where they are in the standings.
Yeah, well, they've got guys doing nothing. I mean, Trent Frederick, we're 14 games in a year here. You think he'd be fired up to play back in his hometown. He's got 1 goal. Now, it helped the Oilers win a game, the 1 goal. Got a breakaway against the Rangers, scored the only goal. Adam Henrique is a player that I think has played to his max level.
Yeah, I think he's played well, and again, made a really nice play to Henrique to Frederick in the third period there for the one-timer.
Yeah.
But you're right,
they're not getting a lot of extended time in the offensive zone with their third and fourth lines, and that's what third and fourth lines do, Bob. Is they tire out the other team's defense. So when the first and second line comes out, they get the momentum is still on their side. And the other thing too, and he missed a shift because of it. Ike Howard can't keep taking penalties in the offensive zone or in the neutral zone. That does not get you more ice time, and he missed a shift because of it. There's some nice things about Ike Howard's game.
Does Evan Bouchard, and I know it happened at the end of the game, but he's got his fingerprints on way too many goals against here to start the year. He's -9. We're 14 games in a year, and
that just can't happen. What happened at the end of the game cannot happen. It was just a lack of desperation. And in all honesty, if there was a player that should be playing with an immense amount of desperation in his game, it should be Evan Bouchard, because the season has not gone anywhere like it's supposed to have. So that's when you have more desperation in a game.
There's nothing more disappointing than watching a guy that has a way higher ceiling come not even close, and it's an intensity issue. Rob, great stuff. We look forward to talking to you tomorrow. But give me a quick rip on Dallas. Just a thought from 30,000 feet. Going up against Glenn Gulletson.
Well, I mean, it's Glenn Gulletson knows the Oilers better than anyone, so he will have a game plan in place. Now, obviously, you have to execute it. Dallas Stars are missing some pretty good players. If Ottinger doesn't play, no Rupi Hintz, no Duchesne, no Ben. That's a lot out of your lineup. But the St. Louis Blues don't have the skill level that the Dallas Stars have. The one thing you can't do against Dallas is take penalties, because they got a power play, and Mikko Rantanen is the real deal. So you said it a couple times to Mooner. The Oilers have to be much better tomorrow against Dallas than they were against St. Louis, because Dallas they're a contender. They are one of the top 5-6 teams in the league. The Oilers need a better desperation level tomorrow.
All right, great stuff.
Sounds good, Bob.
No Alberta Blue Cross Travel Insurance, goal of game, health, dental, travel. We got the coverage you need. Visit ab.ca. We will also tell you the smart play of the game tonight is going to be given to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins for a setup on the Andrew Mangiapane goal. It's brought to you by Catelli Smart Pasta with all-natural ingredients. It's a smart move for your next meal. Look for the all-natural ingredients flag on the box the next time you shop. This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow, stuck on the side of the road, or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
The same AI-powered technology that helps Oilers fans move through security efficiently at Rogers Place is also available for Edmonton area schools, hospitals, and workplaces. Evolve Technology, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers and official security screening partner of Rogers Place, helps identify potential threats and create safe experiences at hockey games and wherever people gather. Visit Rogers Place to experience Evolve live, or check out evolve.com for more information. That's EVOLV.com.
Whether you're building a home, a community, or championship team, it doesn't happen overnight. It happens one step, one shift, one brick at a time. Coventry Homes, never done building. The official builder of the Edmonton Oilers, proudly celebrating 50 years. Visit coventryhomes.ca.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow, stuck on the side of the road, or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
All right, let's go to the out-of-town scoreboard. It is brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. They have gone to overtime in Nashville, Vancouver, and the Predators tied 4-4. 2 goals tonight from Evander Kane, his first 2 of the year for the Canucks. Toronto Maple Leafs rallied from a 3-0 deficit. They beat Pittsburgh 4-3. Seattle is up 1-0 over the Chicago Blackhawks. The Edmonton Oil Kings Wednesday night host the Red Deer Rebels. The Edmonton Oilers, second of a back-to-back in Dallas. Tomorrow the Oilers squander a game in St. Louis, really. Lose 3-2. This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
From backyard rinks to big arenas under bright lights, electricity powers every moment. At Capital Power, we generate reliable, affordable electricity for Oil Country and beyond. powering innovation, opportunity, and thriving economies across North America. Just like our Edmonton Oilers, we're driven, determined, and lighting up the game. We're powering change by changing power. Get to know us at capitalpower.com.
I'm Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
And I'm Zach Hyman.
And when we're not making juicy, sweet passes
or having my goals disallowed,
we're working for Legacy Heating and Cooling.
You know, guys used to call me a plumber.
And now they call you an HVAC technician.
Nice.
Hey, guys, you're not here to install furnaces. You're here to sing the jingle.
Oh.
Well.
Okay.
Call Legacy. Call Legacy.
No payments and no interest for 1 year from qualified installers. Legacy Heating and Cooling.
Total Molson Cup 3 Stars presented by Molson, the official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian Ultra or Excel, there's Molson with your name on it. You must be of legal drinking age. The third star tonight is Pew Suter. The second star tonight is Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with a pair of assists. Robert Thomas killed the Oilers again. Goal and assist tonight. Connor McDavid had 2 assists, including point number 1100. Not enough. The Oilers squander a game in St. Louis. Final score 3-2. So long, everybody.
Rogers post-game show is heard following each of our NHL broadcasts. Portions of this exclusive broadcast are brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Molson, official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian, Ultra, Export, or Excel, there's a Molson with your name on it. Must be
going into a city playing a strong road game. But yes, their home play has to pick up.
Here's Robert Thomas back in the lineup with a couple of wraparound efforts, and Calvin Pickard came up with a spectacular right pad save. He gave up 4 goals on 27. Here's Adam Henrique, hard to the hole, a save made by Binnington. The rebound eventually leaves it for Matthew Kessel. Now Holloway. Wheels it around. Joseph back behind for Holloway. Inside to Joseph, a drive and a save made. Plus the screen. Yet Calvin Pickard able to pick it up and keep it scoreless on Sportsnet. Power play brought to you by Play Alberta. The Oilers, red hot. Nugent-Hopkins, McDavid in front, and it's slammed home. 1-0 Edmonton. Back-to-back games with a power play goal for Jack Roslovic.
Roslovic, his fine play has gotten him elevated, not in minutes, he also in power play time on the first unit here, filling in, and bang, he puts this one upstairs. Great hands inside. Little push off from Broberg to separate. That's important. You got to give yourself a little bit of space. As soon as McDavid looks up and...
Parayko able to manage a clear. Thomas gives way. Bushnievich sets up. Broberg denied by Pickard, who pushed out to cut off the angle and got it with a right pad. Thomas. Parayko a blast. That was blocked. That was a 90-mile-an-hour heater that was eaten. Here's McDavid to Nugent-Hopkins. Mangiapane shoots and scores. And Edmonton counters off the rush to take a 2-0 lead. Mangiapane with his 4th.
Big goal for Mangiapane. Back and forth affair here, and the St. Louis Blues have the better looks here early in this second period. Their save by Pickard comes way out to cut the angle down. After eating a Parayko clapper, it's Mangiapane is the recipient of this pass off the rush. As Bouchard kind of sidesteps out of that freight train.
Giroux to Fowler, and another good save by Pickard. The rebound stopped in front by Ekholm. We bring you back with the St. Louis Blues on their second power play of the evening. Having obviously failed to convert their first, plus they've given up a power play goal. Here's a dish and a one-timer belted up high by Dvorsky. Dalibor Dvorsky with his first goal in the National Hockey League, and the Blues trim it to 2-1.
With Thomas coming back, could have easily been a healthy scratch, but no, he wasn't. It was Nathan Walker that was taken out of the lineup, and here he is on the power play and rips this one home. Good pass by Falk, puts it right in that spot. That's from a sharp angle.
Parayko. Thomas to Broberg, who activates in over the line. Putting the brakes on Snuggerud inside on a one-timer belted wide rebound. Thomas banked it off Pickard and into the net. The Blues tie it.
Blues and has made his presence felt in this one. After all that time in the zone, great chance for Mangiapane on the redirection. The Blues come back swinging. It's the one-timer by Broberg. Snuggerud's had a strong game. Spin, pass, finds the one-timer for Broberg. Hart Karam off the back wall to Thomas, who stops. That's the key.
Hesitation move by Suter. He's been frustrated by Pickard all night. Also hit a crossbar. Here's a dish by Shen. Clubbed on net. Parayko rebound, score in front. 3-2 St. Louis. And finally, Suter makes good on a chance.
Rebound. I thought Shen could have wrapped this puck around when he gets it here. Pickard's down and out on the other side, and he just was looking for that pass in the slot. I think it was Kyrou who was tied up the first time, but it's the shot from the blue line. Get to the front of the net, you're going to see Hugh Suter get the inside track, and right here, this puck sits there for a split second, not picked up. Stick isn't lifted, body isn't taken. He's able to dig that out, shove it home.
Draisaitl won the draw. Bouchard across, bouncing puck. Wallman couldn't contain. Flicked it off the linesman. Bjugstad with one last clear. And the St. Louis Blues have snapped their 7-game losing streak. They come from behind and defeat the Edmonton Oilers by a score of 3-2.